So I want to start off with just like a warm-up question.
Okay.
See,
okay.
get us loosened up. Here we go. Be honest. Be absolutely honest. Do those creepy, accurate ads that be popping up on social media or on websites, do those ever work on you?
No, they don't work at all. So companies take note. They don't work. They don't work on anybody, as a matter of fact, no matter what the data tells you. So stop doing it. Just get rid of ads in general. I don't think they work anymore. You know,
back in my day, we didn't have ads. We just had full video playing through.
You've always had ads, Tori.
Yeah, you had you grew up without cable like me. We had ads.
I'm talking about when the
That's all y'all had.
When the internet first started, there was no, especially YouTube, no ads, just straight video. Yeah, I like that. I miss those days. I don't like them now because all that does, every app now, it says, "Hey, can we have access to your microphone and anything else?"
So the ads don't work on you ever?
I don't like it. No.
You don't like them, but do they ever work on you? Like, has anything ever popped up and you're like, I gotta get this?
No.
See,
so none of your One Piece fits, your Appa fit, none of that. Your Snorlax hoodie, none of that came from social media. None of that came from an ad.
That came from me looking like, yo, I like Snorlax. Let me see if there's anything Snorlax out there.
Okay.
I won't lie. Sometimes the food ads be getting me craving a little bit, which really gets on my nerves. Now, the one that really fucks me up though is the algorithms. And I've said this before, and it bothers me to no end. It's always when I'm dead broke that the YouTube and Instagram algorithm decide to flood my timelines and my recommends with food reviews or recipes of shit that looks and tastes so good, but I can't do it. And it drives me nuts. It's diabolical.
Yeah, I think I'm the targeted audience for like food ads, like
no, they'll get you.
Yeah, no, I'm with Toys and Tits here. Wow, Toys and Tits. That's a
interesting combination.
That's a. I said that without even reading it first.
No, I saw the name. I'm like, oh yeah, this would be a fun stream.
But yes, no, food ads, they get me too. Like, I will never forget the time there was a Domino's pizza ad about a chicken bacon ranch pizza with thick crust. I know that's like a debate that we're having right now, but it was a thick crust chicken bacon ranch pizza from Domino's, and I ordered one immediately on DoorDash. And then like 20 minutes later when it got here, I like sent David downstairs to get it. He had no idea that there was even a delivery coming. He just woke up and there's like pizza here. But no, those ads.
Subject, not to gas them up, but, and I don't even genuinely have an answer for this one. Out of all like the fast food joints or pizza places that you see, which one's got the best commercials?
We said which pizza places?
No, not even just pizza and fast food in general.
Who has the best ads?
I mean, Arby's has got a good style with their ads with the deep voice dude. And that got Arby's.
Oh, so you're talking about like all food places in general, like who has the best? Whoever had like the best jingle.
So a jingle's what does it for you?
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I love something catchy that I can sing randomly throughout the day.
Well, I know y'all as Drake fans, y'all be on that energy, but
I don't even know why Drake came into the conversation. But go off, Joe.
Oh, don't worry, everybody's catching.
Oh, y'all didn't see his McDonald's commercial? I'm surprised that didn't make y'all go be like, I gotta be there.
That's your favorite restaurant. So I'm surprised you ain't up in there. You and Joe.
Whoa. Excuse me.
That's my favorite
I'm about to
restaurant.
Hold on, you and Joe were debating on last stream about McDonald's. You said in the apocalypse.
He had two choices. It was like, don't pick your favorite.
Hold on, now you talked about how you like their fries and everything. I
didn't say all that.
Why you act like you like McDonald's now?
I never said. I'm not even doing that. You said that's my favorite.
One of your favorites.
No, you saying that's my favorite based on me having two choices.
No, I've heard. This is based on knowing you.
Nah, for what? What are you talking about?
We've had conversations.
We ain't never had McDonald's conversations like that.
All right.
I thought we just had one on stream, but
bring up. Can you give us a recap of what's going on here because Tori forgot.
Couple of
really quick, I want to respond to some comments. Tori, you are getting a lot of love on your Appa.
Appreciate it.
Fit tonight. They are loving it. They're loving you. Somebody had said something about those ads be hidden. I think that was Toys and Tits. They also said Little Caesars doing their thing with the comedy ads. So, answer your question, Joe.
This is true.
Ving Rhames is the Arby's guy, according to Siege Kimpati.
Yep.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Siege, I see you. I think we still got to run some more Tekken soon.
Raven Black says, He said he hates Wingstop because the wings are too small and too expensive. That is very true.
That is true.
That he said that. I don't understand why he thinks that, because he wants chemically injected chicken wings for some odd reason.
Yeah. I mean, better than the pigeon knuckles accusation.
I mean,
because God forbid.
Have you seen a Wingstop wing next to a dime? Damn near the same size.
So where do you be going out to eat at? Like, where do you
not seen
Hold on a sec. So this is how. See, now I got to put you on blast.
It's like so right there. It's like that.
That
you paying $30 for that.
I'm gonna have to go to a Wingstop and see what the fuss is out. I don't know what y'all talking.
We gotta put you on, Joe.
You're not getting your money's worth.
David,
I think I just saw an ad. They had 30 wings for $30. That is not a deal.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. What are you talking about? $1 a wing?
A flat this size for $1.
That's a good deal.
Well, considering inflation and just the cost of chicken nowadays.
That's a great deal.
That ain't no deal.
Yes, it is. Are you serious?
30 for 30
for wings?
No.
What are you talking about?
Hell no.
B-dubs used to do like 50-cent wings.
No, because you can go to Sharks or Jordan's and get you that same 30, and you get both pieces count as one. All three of them. 30? You get the little flat part.
But they're not charging $30. No, they're not charging $30 for that.
It's like $40.
No, 50. 55.
That's still a better deal than Wingstop. What are you talking about?
30 for 30 is not a bad deal for wings.
You getting that is
James Woodard says, I go to Wingstop. Tori is so wrong.
Exactly.
Jen Rummy says steroid chicken is the best. What y'all talking about? What's up, Fading Jack? Fading Jack is here, everybody.
Good to have y'all.
All right. Okay, guys, let's dive in. We got a lot of topics to go through tonight. Yes. We're talking about a lot of things. But first, let's get into one of the biggest things that's happened in the news lately, Tubi and Cartoon Network.
What about I thought we were doing the our thing first.
Oh, yeah.
My gosh, I'm sorry,
We're more important than two,
no, let's get into that. No, you're right. Go ahead, David.
No, Asia, you recap it. You got it.
No, go for it. You got it.
Sure. Okay. Last stream, Tori, Joe had an intense debate about McDonald's versus Wingstop when it comes to the apocalypse.
McDonald's versus Five Guys.
Sorry, Five Guys in the apocalypse.
Yeah.
That clip went up today. It's going pretty crazy. So we'd love to do a kind of follow-up so we can post that to respond to people. There's some comments as well. But before we pull up the comments from Asia, Tori, Joe, where are y'all? Have your minds changed about this stance? Tori, you said that you chose McDonald's, and Joe, you're choosing Five Guys in the apocalypse, right?
Yeah.
Has anything changed?
No.
Please explain your reasoning.
Please, your opening statement.
Yeah, opening statements. There we go.
Go for it.
Oh, and hold on. Smiley 7 Ways says, that's what brought me here.
Oh, really? That's what's up.
That's dope.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, well then, the perfect timing. Tori, you got the floor.
Listen, I said, apocalypse. Either I get a variety or I get one set thing. You go to Five Guys, you get this burger and you get this fry. What else you got? Burger and fry. What we have a bunch of toppings you can put on it. Okay. McDonald's, I mean, none of it's good, but still, you get a burger, or if you don't want a burger, you get pick chicken sandwich. Oh, you want chicken sandwich? Get you a fish sandwich. You get variety. During an apocalypse, how long during an apocalypse can you sit back? Let me get some Five Guys and salty fries, please. You dead. You get at least they got salads at McDonald's.
No, they don't.
What?
They discontinued those.
Well, at least you can get some apple slices.
Okay.
From a kid's meal, but
I'm just saying, you get variety.
You ordering kids' meals when you go to McDonald's?
No, but you don't have to get a kid's meal to get apple slices.
And salad was like a decade. When was the last time anybody? Yeah, that was like a decade ago.
I was still working in brick and mortar schools when they had salads, so then that's been years ago.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
I'm just saying.
But they do but Tori is right. They do have a large menu, and it does change. And Tori's
Five Guys don't sell coffee.
They sell milkshakes.
Who?
Five Guys.
I want the coffee.
Oh, you know what, sir? I'm going to have you yield your time. Listen.
So, Joe, you're up?
My fellow Americans, I want y'all to understand something. You, as an American citizen, you deserve better when it comes to your fast food. Because I'm an American, all right? There's a few things about this country that I love, and one of them is fast food. Everybody needs food, but sometimes you need food fast. But sometimes you got to be willing to wait just a little bit more to get what you deserve. Would you rather have more of less or less of more? And that's what I want for you. I want for you to have the best possible quality you could ever have. If the bombs ever fall, and sometimes we could really use those. If the bomb drops and this whole thing is wiped out and you've got 2 buildings standing left, these are the only 2 left. And you got a McDonald's with one singular tray of nice warm McDonald's. Maybe let's go ahead and say a number 1, a Big Mac meal. Or you go to Five Guys next door and you got a perfectly preserved combo with a double bacon cheeseburger and a mountain of fries and maybe a milkshake. I'm sorry, y'all.
Why you giving Five Guys all the extra?
Sir, I'm in the middle of my opening statement.
That's crazy. You saucing it up and you act like you can't do the same thing with a Big Mac.
I mean, look, are you going to say that you can get a better milkshake at McDonald's than Five Guys?
Depending on who making it.
Also, real quick, we got a sub from gifted a sub from Shakaroni. So Shakaroni, thank
Right
you for the
on,
sub.
Shaq. Thank you.
Appreciate that Shakaroni.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll let y'all get back to it.
It looks like they're feeling Joe in this chat, Tori.
But everybody still picked McDonald's.
Let's read some comments.
All right, let's talk.
Siege.
Here we go. So Siege says, I mean, is food really fast anymore? Think about it.
It ain't cheap.
Jen Rummy says 20-piece zombie nuggets with barbecue sauce. Victor Doan says that's why he got an Xbox.
I rest my case, Your Honor.
Toys and Tits say you can wrap your burger in lettuce up at Five Guys. And Five Guys burgers are fresher, taste better, and being a big guy, I give far more for my dollar. That's James Woodard.
Hey, look, sounds to me like we've got some really good, cultured people in the chat with some impeccable taste. Now, some of these people in these comment sections, I don't know about them, but you know what? For all of y'all, I appreciate all of you for your insight, and I thank you. Your country thanks you.
Asia, you have
I'm Joe Kennedy.
Asia has some comments from Instagram that she's going to read and maybe get some reactions from the chat and from you guys. So Asia, you want to maybe read maybe 2 or 3 of those?
All right, I'll get some of the best ones here. Okay, so there were a lot of comments on this video. Taby Chillin said, who cares about burgers? McDonald's got way better fries. They got chicken nuggets and chicken sandwich and McFlurry. Why limit myself to a burger and glizzy?
See, the thing is, do they though? Because I don't know if y'all have had McDonald's fries compared to Five Guys fries. I mean, again, when you have
I kind of like McDonald's fries
Asian,
more.
you're already compromised. I'm sorry.
You gotta if you got Five Guys fries, you gotta rinse some of the salt off before you eat them.
I would rather have that and have
like
potatoes that actually taste like potatoes versus
so
them shoestring fries.
Listen, they put so much salt on their fries, it looked like it was sprinkled with powdered sugar.
Do you have an issue with salt, Tori? I didn't
No,
know that
but
somebody
you eat-
who
but
loved
you-
it. I didn't
but
know.
Listen, no, I don't. But I'm thinking,
So you want them unmelanated fries from McDonald's, huh?
Because for somebody who likes their food very seasoned.
problem. But during an apocalypse, if that's all I'm gonna eat, then that's gonna be a problem. Like
You
literally.
just have this weird cult of personality with McDonald's. That's all it is.
I don't. I'm literally telling you, anybody that's eat Five Guys, y'all cannot sit there and lie and say that Five Guys fries ain't the saltiest things out there.
Yeah, even Wendy's fries better than McDonald's. Thank you.
Let me chime on this. I think the salt conversation about fast food is so silly.
What the fuck else do you expect
What are
on
we talking
fries?
about? Both of them are good. Any fast food spot you go to is going to be filled with salt in every item you got. This idea that that we're judging between who's salty and who's not, it's like a non-argument. This is fast food.
It's like saying that the ocean is too wet.
Yeah,
it makes no fucking sense.
But y'all don't know Tori. Tori goes to McDonald's and asks for his fries unsalted.
What about the burger and the other stuff?
What's important to Tori is the fries, not the burger. Right, Tori? I'm on your side, bro.
Man, I eat the chicken sandwich.
See, y'all both compromise.
No, look at Asia.
I be eating the
and,
chicken sandwich.
And I'm gonna call out Asia. You are tripping. You said that McDonald's fries are better than Five Guys?
I'm not the only one who feels that way. Jeff Fitness also commented McDonald's fries, Five Guys burger.
And then Pepperoni said the McDonald's fries
agree
are
with that.
better.
Wait, Asia, read that again. Hold on. Read that again.
McDonald's fries with the Five Guys burger. That sounds like a fire meal.
I would do that. I'm not mad at it.
Look.
I still choose Five Guys. I'm with Joe for the most part.
Now, look, I'm telling you, pretty much yes, McDonald's has more variety. No shit. But if you want to go word for word, bar for bar, when one item compared to the other, everything that you can get from Five Guys, you can get from McDonald's, and Five Guys will be better. Plain and simple.
Camilla Milla says, I like my fries thicker. I know it says, Tori, you tripping on no salt on the fries.
If you get no salt on the fries, they guaranteed fresh anywhere you
Tori,
go.
do you eat seasoned fries?
I eat seasoned fries, yeah.
Okay.
Tori seasoned everything.
Just not enough salt, right?
I've been to restaurants with Tori. I've never seen this whole like, hey, hold the salt.
Where?
But now when this debate comes in,
what restaurant?
a lot.
Which one?
We've been out to eat, Tori. We've been to Chick-fil-A. We've been to the Chinese
We went to
buffet.
Chick-fil-A one time, and that was my first time going. The Chinese buffet. I ain't gonna sit there. Hey, can y'all go light on the MSG in the back? I ain't gonna do that. That was a buffet. They're not gonna change the whole menu for me.
We have been to other places. We have traveled.
Oh, you talking about when y'all took me to nasty ass Raising Cane's and didn't tell me what to expect?
Ooh, this boy, you got Raising Cane's on your mind every day.
I remember that vividly.
They live rent free in your head, don't they?
I'm just saying,
what
like,
kind of fucking PTSD flash?
In general, you acting like every restaurant you go to, wait, hold the salt. This is just not. But when it comes to this conversation, it's now used as an argument. But that's not a real thing. If you were somebody who was like anti-salt in every other category, I'm with you.
Have some consistency.
But you can't like be like, hey, I'm cool with like pizzas and this. That has a lot of salt on it too.
wait, so I'm
You never
confused.
told Speedway hold the salt on the pizza.
The salt is in the ingredients.
You had no problem with that. You had no problem. Now it's a problem.
That's crazy. Like, what am I supposed to do? Hey, rinse the meat out just a little bit before you put it on there.
Eat something else. You had no problem with the salty pizza, but now fries is a problem. It just doesn't make sense.
I'm cut off.
Because you can, if
you
I
ate
can,
salt this much,
I
you can eat a vegetable.
I can see the salt on Five Guys fries. I told you it looked like powdered sugar on there.
Because you can see it. Got it. So the problem.
No, it's not the fact you can taste the salt before you taste anything else.
How about if you read the ingredients on the pizza, it'll say the sodium content.
And I guarantee you all of that, one little bag of fries from Five Guys, it has more sodium than a damn brick of salt.
All right. We're not going to win this Friday.
The next trip, come back with some numbers. I want to see some nutrition facts. Go out, get you a Speedway pizza, get you some Five Guys fries. I want to see the numbers. Because otherwise you are talking out of the crack of your ass.
Stop it. I just want y'all to stop acting like them fries ain't salty. I just want y'all to quit pretending.
What do you expect from fries?
So no. Because you can have fries and you can go light on the salt. They dump a whole bag of salt on the fries.
We are eating at their mercy. We are eating what they prepare
for us. Wait a minute. So they scoop an ass on it, you gonna eat it anyway just because that's how they give it to you.
Where do you be eating that?
You said you at McDonald's. You said you at their mercy and you gonna eat whatever they give you. So if they just take two scoops of ass.
Like everybody said, if we are going to a fast food restaurant, I am not expecting to get the freshest quality unseasoned ingredients there.
But you can change that. You can say go light on the salt. But
at Five Guys, they make the food in front of you. There's no window like with McDonald's. You can just ask them, hey, go light on the fries.
Just like at McDonald's when you say no salt on the fries.
So if both of them you can say, go light on the salt. How is there, what are we talking about?
Really quick, Pepperoni says the hypertension in this room is crazy.
No, I'm getting stressed.
It happens every other week, yo.
Tori got me.
No,
he's got you pressed, bro.
And I just want to say something real quick because I be seeing the comments people be leaving about me on stream, and they're like, "Why is she always yelling?" If y'all notice, I never raise my voice until I talk to this man.
I didn't even do anything.
You always say that,
I be in my soft girl era. I be chilling. I be feeling nice and demure, and then here come Tori talking sideways.
I didn't even say anything.
Gets me out of my skin every time.
No, I'm innocent. I just work here. I don't do nothing.
I've got one more comment about this.
Okay, thank you.
One more comment. Robert E. Hertz says, better quality burgers, better quality fries, just better quality all the way around. I can also get my food faster at any Five Guys, and I can most of the local McDonald's for some odd reason. I think you mean I can't. I think it's because they spend too much time counting change and sitting on their phones. Never understood the point of having 3 or 4 managers on duty at the same time either. So this was like a critique of McDonald's whole business.
Hey, look, Five Guys, they got professionals working. They got sandwich artists back there.
I don't know.
You go to McDonald's, you got people just on their phones. Welcome to McDonald's. Give me one sec.
I've been to the Five Guys downtown, and that
I said, give me one sec. Damn.
Renjutsu says, for someone who hates a lot of salt, he sure is salty. LOL. Ooh. And then Siege Kenpachi, stay out of my business. You don't know me because I am not loud. My voice just carries and I project very strongly.
It's the microphone settings.
And all you gotta do is just tweak my microphone a little bit.
That's what the editing is for.
So wait, we never talked about the actual burgers that we talked about fries.
Oh, we really did.
The burger between
there's no comparison.
Like Tori, you seem you'd rather take a bite out of a.
And Tori, before you say anything, dear, just know you can customize and build your own burgers at Five Guys.
You can do the same thing at McDonald's.
No, you cannot. McDonald's does not let you put jalapenos or.
Okay, I don't think they have those.
But I'm just talking about like the variety of items they have there for you to put on your food.
What McDonald's have nothing to add?
They got onions, bacon, tomato, lettuce. I mean,
the basics.
The basics.
But again, this is the same.
Five Guys, what they get, what the extra that they got, they got jalapenos. That's the only thing that they don't have.
We got more than that. No, they got banana.
They got banana peppers. You don't even need to go that far.
Do you put that on your burger?
Better burgers.
You put bananas. You put jalapenos on your burger.
Yeah, we both do.
I thought you couldn't handle spicy.
That's not the case. He just prefers not to eat spicy a lot. What's wrong with spice?
There's more custom. Okay, Tori.
What's wrong with spice, Tori?
I love spice.
Okay.
I love spice.
You love spice? You love seasoning? What's up, Vince Arts? Vince Arts here, y'all.
I didn't even know y'all like
that.
So
is Darren the Awesome. I meant to say something when Darren the Awesome came in because he said hi to each one of us. So thank you, Darren.
Indeed.
Do we need to read the chat? I know we've been going.
Yeah, let's go for a little bit. We're going to see where the consensus is still. All right. Five Guys is okay. Darren the Awesome. Siege says, I bet y'all didn't hear about the Burger King change the ingredients for the Whopper after 10 years.
They trying to save money.
Slimy 7 Ways says Five Guys is cool, but it's just overpriced.
Better, more price for more quality. I'm just saying.
Siege says, so does mine, but I'm still called loud. Nice try. All right, Siege, we'll settle this later. Raven Thy Black says, you can take stuff off, but not customize in McDonald's necessarily. That's all I was saying. You just can't customize your food at McDonald's like you can at Five Guys.
I mean, it's not like they have many options. You getting a burger.
So when you want to go to a place where you can customize and like build your own burger,
it's literally just a burger though. Like if I want,
so you just want the meat and the buns. That's it. You just eating a burger dry.
No,
dry burger with your dry chicken and your dry Oreos that you drink.
I'm saying that like you can only get a burger at Five Guys.
And not the burger is still superior to what you can get.
Eats red meat.
What the fuck are you doing at a fast food joint?
They serve chicken as well, and not everybody has to down some beef every time they go get a sandwich.
Really quick, Fading Jack has gifted, it looks like 2 subs.
Oh, snap.
Right on, Fading Jack. Thank you. Go ahead, Tori.
Snap. Oh, thank you so much, Fading Jack. They about a few. Wait, looks like, is it more than
one?
I saw 2.
Wait a minute. Where's the opinion at, Kenpachi? Where's the opinion?
Fading Jack, thank you again. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Fading Jack. Clockwork Animal says McDonald's burgers are not 100% beef, so it tastes a bit funny.
Y'all talking about the burgers. People eat your chicken too.
But again, see, when you're talking about your bread and butter, what do people think of when they think of McDonald's? Is the first thing that comes to mind their chicken sandwiches, their fish fillets, their side salads, apple dippers?
Chicken nuggets.
No, they think about burgers.
Chicken nuggets and the Big
Mac. Ain't nobody trying to eat them crusty ass nuggets. Dave almost died on stream eating a nugget from McDonald's.
I just don't remember it happening like that.
I was sitting right here, Dave. Do you remember? I know it's traumatic. I know you don't want to relive it right now. You think he went on a whole rant about grown men eating chicken nuggets?
That's just
McDonald's
Dave.
turned him off a nugget.
That's just Dave.
There's people dying every year eating McDonald's nuggets.
He almost drowned drinking Sprite so that you can't use that.
Okay, I'm remembering these instances a lot differently than y'all.
Look, it's late. Cut me a break, all right?
Okay. Really quick, somebody in the chat says, Tori, you eating crushed bones?
Listen, the average person eats at least 10 to 15 bugs in their life while they sleep. So, I mean, crushed bones, that's
a lot worse.
It's crushed though.
Oh, okay.
Really quick, Shadow Brahan said, I'd rather go to Freddy's. Has anybody been to Freddy's?
I think I've gone like maybe once or twice.
Wait. You say you've gone once or twice?
I think so, yeah.
Tori, what about you?
Never been.
Never been?
Never.
Me and you did it once.
We've been?
Way back from a trip.
We did.
But that's the thing, though. Again, like when you look at like what type of tiers you get, and I've explained this before, you have your fast food and then you have your restaurant quality. But then a place like Freddy's will be like right there in between. You know what I'm saying? So Of course, once again, you're gonna same thing with Five Guys. Once again, you're just gonna get better quality overall if you are comparing a burger to a burger. There is no question that Five Guys is gonna win. And Tori, I know this is difficult for you to grasp because you are so desperate to catch a W.
Wait. No. Because we talked about
because you're finna take more later on today.
Listen,
we still got to talk about Mortal Kombat and Xbox.
We talking about burgers, or we talking about which place would you pick during an apocalypse? If you're talking about an apocalypse, then you're gonna pick which lasts the longest. Five Guys is done.
So what? If all of a sudden,
I hate to be that person, but something really cool is happening right now. We are at 47 viewers.
47 viewers. Appreciate
We're
y'all.
at 47 viewers, so we appreciate every single last one of y'all. Thank y'all so much for popping in. Okay, continue.
Okay, no, for real. Like, if you're in an apocalypse and you just don't eat red meat, then you better, then I guess you just die.
No, because you go to McDonald's. What are you talking about?
Or you go scavenge a Subway.
You go to McDonald's.
But if you've got your choice between the two and you do happen to eat red meat like the majority of the people on the planet do, take your ass to Five Guys because you will get better anyway.
Tori may have convinced me. I can't lie.
How so?
Because Tori's point is about the apocalypse. Now, under normal life circumstances, yes, I'm choosing Five Guys every time. But in the apocalypse, we might
if
get
they right beside each other.
No, but in the
the
apocalypse specifically, in this scenario,
if it's the apocalypse, you eat them both.
No, but the choice between the two in the apocalypse, I'm saying I might choose McDonald's because they have more items. Again, they have breakfast. So if I want, I'm saying they have breakfast items and stuff like that. So I want that. So the variety of it in the apocalypse where I'm eating the same thing, I might want more variety. But in real life, I do choose Five Guys. So I'm with you there. So Joe, I agree with you overall. But in the scenario, Tori is making a point about variety.
Well, I've been saying this whole time.
But again,
I hear you, Tori.
And again, I'm not denying the variety at McDonald's. Again, that's an obvious W that it will have. But if you're looking for consistent quality,
but we don't get the apocalypse or real life. Yes,
in the apocalypse, don't nobody care about.
If you're in the apocalypse and you got standards, you're going to Five Guys. Enough said.
What up, Jada Goddess?
What's up?
What's happening?
Hi, Jada Goddess. Siege says, right, the man in the glasses, aka Asia's hubby, is correct. Let him speak more.
Thank you. See, I'm trying.
He just be chilling.
Raven Thy Black says, you can't be variety at the end of the day, but quality Five Guys takes it over. And I think I hate to go against what you're saying, Joe, but I think during the apocalypse, I would have to agree as well. McDonald's is the better choice. Because low-key, if I'm in the apocalypse, I kind of need food that won't...
Don't forget they got apple slices.
They do got apples. Yes, Tori, and that's exactly what I go to McDonald's for. I go to McDonald's for the apple slices.
I mean, you got to... It's an apocalypse. You got to get some kind of nutrition.
You right.
I'm just saying.
First off, Black Rose Baron, I see you. Welcome. I'm going to see you in season 3 of Tekken 8. And Asia, I hear you, but you still compromise. So I take your input on this with a grain of salt.
Because I am a McDonald's lover.
Exactly. I don't know what the hell is going on there, but okay.
Sorry, supersize me. Just didn't do anything to me.
How fresh are those ingredients going to be at Five Guys when you in the apocalypse?
Nothing will be fresh in the apocalypse. It's going to be lucky if it
then
even stood the bomb.
Then you better run to McDonald's because they last.
Tell you what, I'll give you this.
Listen,
if there's going to be any fast food that survives the apocalypse, it's probably going to be McDonald's because there ain't real meat in them bitches.
Five Guys ain't got their preservatives like McDonald's got.
Exactly. You got forever chemicals in that shit.
You got 15 minutes to finish that burger, and then it's just a block of cheese. Solid.
Aren't you the same person that may try to make the point to Asia about chemicals and Girl Scout
Remember
cookies?
he tried to scare me from Chick-fil-A?
Yeah. And then Asia, I'm going to eat it. Yeah, that was one of our classic clips.
First of
you
all,
be so inconsistent on your points, Tori.
No, because I was talking about the chemicals that they said was causing cancer that was in the paste, and y'all was like, oh, it don't matter. And I'm like, all right.
You wasn't worried. You had Chick-fil-A with us a few months later.
That was like my first time.
You mean to tell?
Oh, wait a minute! No.
You probably shouldn't have been eating it.
I've had Chick-fil-A like 3 times in my life.
Oh, see, man, Tori,
3 times.
You need a career in politics because you be flippity flopping all over the place. I did.
The first time was when we all went together, and then the next time I went was when we got that sandwich and they messed up on the order. Like, I've only been there like 3 times.
Okay.
Okay, I like what Toys and Tits said. To be real, the only thing standing after an apocalypse will be a Waffle House. That's real. They built different, so.
Waffle Houses are different. Okay, we got a couple.
Yeah.
My goodness, the chat is blowing up. I'm gonna nail some of the ones that are related to what we're talking about. Fading Jack says everything has chemicals. Keep that in mind, you guys.
That is true.
Camilla says preservatives aren't good, sir. They're an awesome forever chemicals. It's crazy.
During an apocalypse, hey, we need.
Purple says it's about the apocalypse. It's different.
Different rules. Story's right.
No, it's a different life you're living in the apocalypse, right?
I mean, look, if you want to die from toxic fallout or you want to die from your food, take your pick. They both gonna kill you.
Hey, listen.
Alberto says Chick-fil-A got bomb-ass fruit cups, though.
Hey, look, Chick-fil-A is just bomb in general. I ain't gonna lie.
I mess with them heavy. Okay, y'all. All right, let's dive into our topics. We ready?
Let's get it.
Okay. Tubi and Cartoon Network. Tubi is scooping up over 100 classics from Cartoon Network and the Warner Brothers animated series. We're getting Dexter's Laboratory, Powerpuff Girls, Ed, Ed and Eddie, Courage Cowardly Dog, Static Shock, Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, so on and so forth. This starts March 1st, and it's being called Tubi's Cartoon Era. This move comes after many of those shows were removed from Max when their licensing deals expired and weren't renewed.
That's tragic.
It was. So my question for you guys is, and think about like the history of Tubi. Does this move with the cartoons coming to Tubi, does this move elevate Tubi into a more serious player in the streaming industry? Or is it still going to be just known as the free app with ads?
I mean, naturally, yes, but it's kind of it's still a low bar to set just because Tubi was already down here. But now with the Cartoon Network, it still brings it up like to here. Netflix is still going to be like up here, so it's not going to touch that at all. But the fact that it does have it is a good move. It just sucks because now it's like, what the fuck? HBO Max, what the fuck, man? That was one of your saving graces. Okay, sure, thanks for that. But yeah, good for Tubi.
I mean, I think it definitely puts him up there. I think it puts him up there a little bit higher because, like, a lot of those cartoons up until now, they weren't on any other streaming platform. Like Courage the Cowardly Dog, that's just been sitting in limbo this whole time.
Max.
But it's been after that, it's been sitting in limbo. Like it wasn't streaming on any other platform, and then now it's back, and now it's only streaming on. It'll only be streaming on Tubi. So I feel like it puts them up there. It gives people a lot of classic cartoons and shows that they can watch with their kids, and you don't have to worry about, oh, we don't have cable, oh, kids don't have anything to watch. You don't have any subscriptions. Now you got Tubi for free, and you get to watch all these classic cartoons that that we've grown to love over the years. So I feel like it's definitely a big move in the right direction for them.
I think Siege Kampachi mentioned that it was free with ads.
Free app with ads, yes.
Yeah.
So that's always been Tubi's.
Now, to be fair,
framework.
To play devil's advocate here, if the ad breaks are where you would typically find them when you're just watching TV, I would find that okay. But if it's like really invasive and done throughout, like real talk, some YouTube ads be pissing me off because they be going off like every 6 minutes. I'm like, bro, chill out. I just watched one.
Yeah, I don't have that problem.
Well, fuck y'all, okay?
Did someone say that?
I'm still struggling over here.
Did someone say that subscribe for the... Scroll down, Asia. Oh, wait. Go up something. Purely subscribe for the Xbox hate. Oh, good.
Oh, that's so funny. I was going to read that comment.
Oh, don't worry. We'll get
there. I cannot read that. That blueprint is hard.
Yeah.
I do want to shout out some of the people who were like talking about this. So Orion said Tubi is goated for that. We're just missing Boomerang.
Boomerang was dope.
Yeah, I liked Boomerang. Raven Thy Black said Tubi is going to be amazing. This definitely raises their level. Siege says free app with ads. Again, we're talking quality versus quantity. Pepperoni says Tubi needs to upgrade its originals to be taken more seriously, in my opinion. This definitely helps, though. I'm going to pause right there because I just want to say I do think this is like a big W for Tubi. I'm thinking of like this. It's not going to make Tubi part of like the big three of the streaming network services, but I think it puts them in the conversation more. They're not they're not a joke anymore. I don't know if you remember, like, I think this is going to take Tubi out of being joked about and like taking more serious. I have no shade to Tubi. Tubi has done a lot for some of my friends who are actors and directors. They've got their stuff on Tubi, so I will never knock them. But I do think it's just really cool that they're like becoming like the Saturday morning cartoon place to go
Yeah.
for that. And I think that's really exciting.
Appreciate that. Thank you, Devlin.
Yeah.
David, what did you think?
I think this is a part of like multiple moves that have been good for Tubi. I definitely agree with you, Asia. Like, Tubi's definitely not in the quote unquote big three of streaming services, but it's right. I feel like it's right under it though.
I feel
there's a
but here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Tubi is making steps because you got to think when they first started out, it was just independent movies being loaded on there. Now they have mainstream movies being added on there. And like they're pretty much starting like how Netflix was. When Netflix first started, it was just a disc and a kiosk. Then they moved to the app. Then they got you can watch more things on there. That's just like what Tubi is doing. That it's just we're seeing it in real time again.
And that's kind of what I'm saying. Where I think Tubi's making a lot of good moves. Where because I've seen they're adding the cartoons, which is dope. Then Tubi also. They work with a lot of content creators.
Yeah.
Like if you guys know the content creator Kev on Stage, he has a show on Tubi. So they have that. So that they're doing a lot of stuff that I think just other streaming services aren't doing, like working with content creators, bringing shows like that. But they also have a lot of anime on there, by the way. If you guys don't know, Tubi does have anime.
Yes, they do.
And I will say, their anime selection is actually somewhat decent for a free app. Yes, there's ads, but there's anime on Tubi that's not on Crunchyroll. Like a lot of classic anime and stuff like that. So just saying. And then Julian brings up a really good point. Tubi hosted the Super Bowl when Kendrick Lamar was performing. So that was dope.
Good
Great
move.
move. So as I'm saying, to me, Tubi is right. I mean, as far as like the free tier, they're basically the number one option as far as free, right? Because does anybody else even have a free tier?
That's
I don't think Netflix and Hulu offer a free tier.
Not anymore.
So to me,
And
they're winning because of the free tier.
What are the other free apps that we have? I feel like a lot of them have came and went.
Yeah, Tubi,
Crackle. I think there was one called like Freevee.
Yeah, there was like I remember Quibi?
Oh yeah,
I remember that.
What about Roku TV? Wasn't that one like?
He's still trying. Oh, yeah.
Are they still trying?
Pluto TV was another. There's been a few other models who've tried the whole like let's be free only thing, but somehow Tubi has it. But as far as the cartoons go,
I know it says Peacock is free. Is that free?
Peacock is free?
I didn't know that.
Oh, you know what? Peacock is free, but then you go on there and they hide certain stuff is behind the paywall. Almost half the content's behind the paywall on there. So it's free with a giant asterisk.
Yeah.
Toys and
Tits. Pluto.
We're all grown here.
Pluto is free. I think that's the best.
Yeah, I know a lot of people who watch Tubi just because it's free. I mean, not everybody can afford streaming. So everybody in this room, all y'all got money, y'all good. Y'all got multiple streaming services, apps, this, Tor. You just had DoorDash delivered and stuff like that.
I got one.
It was Instacart.
Instacart, even more expensive. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So y'all good, but some people can't afford all that, and Tubi is a great option.
That's crazy.
Okay, next question. Is nostalgia the safest content investment?
I'm not going to say it's the safest. I mean,
yeah,
it's going to be a decent bet, but at the same time, history has shown like it can't save you from everything.
I think it is the safest. I think that we're almost at all the big movies and franchises and all these reboots and remakes and all the, you know what I'm saying?
But at the same time, we've also seen a good handful of failures. Now, I'm not saying
true, but I'm talking about money-wise. I'm talking about box office.
I'm not saying that I have any data of what the ratio is of successes and failures for like whatever reboot or remake that they release. You're going to see obviously a whole lot of it because it is a quote unquote safe bet. But at the same time, I wouldn't bet on it as just like this is a for sure thing it's going to work because again, we've seen times where it just flat out doesn't work.
But on the other hand, like some of these these movies that have come out that were pretty much just for nostalgia purposes. A lot of the times they don't really. A lot of times, I don't think they've done some of these for the box office, you know what I'm saying? Like some of them, they do them just for the actors themselves, or just to give the people who are huge fans something else that they can, see, because they'll be like, oh, I wanted to see this, and this, but
you still need to make some money though.
True.
Like not everybody's Kevin Smith, where they can just make a movie.
When it comes to mind for me, I think of Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler, he does a lot of these. He's been doing a lot of throwback movies.
I mean, how respected is
But I don't know if that is that.
But what I'm saying is like
Adam Sandler.
But that's the best example because he has
he's got a good history.
No, but he has a Netflix deal. Like,
yeah.
I don't think. But like he said it himself. Like a lot of times he doesn't do these movies for the money. He does it just to keep his friends.
Well, he doesn't need, because he doesn't need the money too. I mean, he's Adam Sandler, but also like,
but also if you're going to make these movies,
those are Netflix. He has a Netflix deal, so it's not even box office. It's like it's a little bit different there. He already got paid up front, low key.
Even beyond that, for all these movies that Adam Sandler will just throw out there, it's like how many of them like really hit?
But his fans still watch him every time.
I remember.
For example, Tyler Perry, which is kind of low key. I would say there's some comparisons there. I mean, he got a Netflix deal too. Every time he drops, you know what I'm saying?
Number
They're going
one.
on Netflix, but everybody talks trash about it, saying, oh, he sucks, this is this. So it's kind of like the same thing. Tyler Perry, Adam Sandler, it's like people talk trash, but they have a dedicated base that watches their stuff. So it almost like the criticism doesn't matter that much because it's always going to go up because enough people watch. That's what I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
With those two examples, at least, Adam Sandler and Tyler. But.
Okay, Fading Jack says nostalgia is why everything exists nowadays. Julian Shot You says remastered games, same thing. Slaith says nostalgia in the wrong hands could be a big mess.
Thank you.
217 Kid says I agree with light skin, homie. I think that's you.
You can just call me Joe for short. That sounds good.
It's niche, but it's not perfect. TBH, it still has flaws. I'm not saying nostalgia can save, but it definitely like softens any like incoming blows. And like Fading Jack said on here, nostalgia is like everywhere. I mean, we've got the Mummy. We got a new Mummy movie coming out with. We got another scary movie coming out.
Scrubs is back. We're going to talk about that later today.
We're talking about that later. Toy Story 5 trailer just dropped. We're talking about that later.
We don't need it.
We do.
We don't need it.
You can leave for that part, Tori, because we're not going to keep disrespecting Toy Story.
No, but look, we're going to have a whole segment where he's disrespecting Toy Story. You're going to have to buckle up your seatbelt for that.
But yeah, so I do think that.
Well, and we keep falling for it. I mean,
here's the thing.
like, okay.
You don't watch anything.
As a collective, I'm saying, as far as audience goers, Disney keeps doing these live action remakes. They make $1 billion dang near every time. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like all these things, like Tori said, we're bringing back scary movie, et cetera, nostalgia. I think Fading Jack brought up Freakier Friday. That's damn near 20 years later. I mean, Devil Wears Prada 2, damn near 30 years later.
Yeah.
So as I'm saying, like, I mean, when I say we, Joe, I mean us as an audience collective.
Sheep. Oh yeah. Oh, now you quiet. Hush mode activated on that one, huh? Got you.
All right. Last question. Okay.
Hey, see, 271 Kid. Yeah, they made Woody bald.
I mean,
we'll talk about
his haircut was tender.
Wait a minute.
We'll get to that one. Don't worry.
I was about to say that man was going bald in the second one, but you got to think that man. I'll wait till we get to it.
We'll get there. All right, last question on this topic, and then we'll move on. We'll move to Toy Story. Mm-hmm. All right, imagine you are raising your child, okay? You're raising the next generation. Mm-hmm. What's the first animated classic you're putting them on to make sure they're raised right?
That's easy. Goofy movie. What?
Wait, one of the classics coming to Tubi.
Oh. Static Shock. Teen Titans. Hands down.
That's going to make sure they're raised right. Static Shock and Teen Titans.
Static Shock gave life lessons that they dealt with drugs, racism, all of that stuff. Static Shock is the way to go. And yeah, Teen Titans did the same thing, and Justice League. Need all of that.
Okay.
Good choice.
Good choices. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with Fading Jack. I'm a bad influence. You got to get educated on Ed, Ed, and Eddie because
there is nothing to educate them.
That show was the fucking goat.
About.
You trying to raise some scammers? That's what you're trying to do.
You're trying to raise some misfits who terrorize the neighborhood and eat nothing but jawbreakers all day.
If you want to educate your kids on good taste, put them on the Ed, Ed, and Eddie because that was one of the goated shows. I don't care what anybody says.
Okay.
But yeah,
if I'm raising a daughter, I would put them on to Powerpuff Girls.
That's a great show.
If I was raising a son, Powerpuff Girls and Dexter's Laboratory.
Mm-hmm. They were already on each other's show.
They did like crossovers?
Well, there was an episode where it was in the Powerpuff Girls classroom. You could see Dexter in the background.
Oh, I'm not familiar with that.
Here's my real answer. I don't know if this is going on to Tubi or not, but Samurai Jack. If you David, do you remember the one where Jack had to fight like the evil Jack?
I remember.
Remember that episode?
I don't remember that.
Damn, trash.
I remember I didn't have cable, so I only saw some.
Oh my God.
Come on. Anyways, there was a dope ass episode where Aku had like taken all of Jack's anger and like took it out of him and made it into like a copy of Jack. And like as they're fighting, they're getting angrier and angrier, and the sparks from their swords are setting the forest on fire. And then Jack saw his reflection in the sword and saw that he looked just like his angry counterpart. And he was like, you know what? I'm not going to fight you. I'm not giving in to anger, because if I do that, then you do not exist. That is like some straight Buddhism right there. So, yep, that definitely. Samurai Jack is going on the list.
I'm going to hit some comments real quick. Slate says, and I'm assuming that these are all like, what would you raise your child on? Slate says, anything from the Cartoon Network run. Fading Jack says, my kid is an entrepreneur like me. Slimy 7 Ways says, Courage and Powderpuff Girls.
Courage was goated.
217 Kid says, facts, all of Cartoon Network and Boomerang. Savage Werewolf says, Ed, Edd n Eddy and Samurai Jack were my shows back in the day. We have a Hallow did that saying, not gonna lie, McDonald's the better choice in an apocalypse. Gotta throw that out there, add that to the tally.
Okay, you and all 12 of y'all, have fun.
That's so. All right, gang. All right, so let's transition. Tori, you want to talk about Bald Woody? Apparently, so we got.
Nah, I ain't gonna sing the song.
Let people know what's going
Why
on.
you got
I got you, baby.
Yeah, look
right.
like a bowling ball.
So Toy Story 5 trailer came out. Bonnie is a little bit older now, and now she is more fascinated by her new toy, her lily pad, which is clearly.
Who the fuck is Bonnie?
Bonnie.
Joe, wait, you don't know who Bonnie is?
Who the fuck is that?
She's who has Andy's toys now. This was established in, I think,
Andy,
3?
Andy,
Story
like, Andy went off to college, and that man, damn near, he like in his 20s now, ain't he? Something like that.
I thought he was like 40 years old by now, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me start over. Okay, Joe. Since you didn't know, Bonnie is the new owner of Buzz, Jesse, all the other toys, because Woody's on a solo side quest now.
Wait. Who the fuck is Jesse? Okay, I'm kidding. I know Jesse.
That's crazy.
I saw at least the second one. Okay, I know Jesse. Anyway.
All right, so Bonnie's older now, and instead of being fully engaged with her toys, she's glued to her smart tablet called LilyPad.
Mm-hmm.
This is the film's main villain. So now we see the return of everybody's favorite cowboy Woody, who is back to help Jesse, Buzz, and all of the toys. So with the nostalgia hype being strong, all fans who saw the trailer, they're super excited to see Woody, Buzz, and Jesse together again. Do you guys think this movie is being made for kids or for the adults who grew up with the franchise?
You know what? I
don't
have an
think
observation.
they know anymore. I don't think they know anymore.
I have an observation here.
Go ahead, Joe.
Them toys are selfish.
In Toy Story?
Yeah. Because they got to make everything about them, bro. Your time has passed. Go to your toy retirement home and just move over. All right?
What does a toy retirement home look like?
A closet, a box, whatever.
That's terrible.
My thing is, why the toys?
They're fucking toys.
They insist on going on these adventures. For what? You got an owner. What do you need? What do you need to leave for? I don't get it.
But she just explained the concept. What are you talking about? That's a new. The iPad is the villain.
Okay, but they can still stay in the house with her. They
It's not about shelter. It's about like them being played with.
They might at this point. They
It's
might
not
as
being
well
homeless or not.
At this point, they might as well start walking around with her in the room.
All right, so here we got some haters in the room, y'all. So I am hyped for Toy Story. I think the concept actually is very relevant. I think it's actually one of the smartest decisions you can make. If you're going to bring back Toy Story, which I'll be honest, I didn't need it, but if you're going to bring it back, the concept of toys versus tablets, anybody that has any children, I don't have any kids, but anybody that has any children or nieces and nephews, you know that like, you know, they love being on those tablets. You go to a restaurant, you see them kids, the iPad kids. So to me, it's a very relevant concept. I'm hyped.
This is cool and all, but it's done through the framing of a bunch of selfish ass toys. They can't.
They're not selfish. They're trying to do what's best for the
blatant selfishism. Because look, if you've got these toys that are going bald, they're looking like me and you, and they worried about playing with some kids. First off, them toys need to be put on the list, and they need to be put in the closet where they belong.
But here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
Keep in mind. Woody was Andy's mom toy. Woody came out in the 50s.
He came out in the 50s. We're talking about everything but the movies.
I'm just saying.
We're talking about everything we're talking about something never even happened in the movie. You're talking about, did you know that before Toy Story 1, this happened? Who cares?
Woody been around since the 50s.
That man doesn't matter, though. We talking about
that's why he bald now.
Why are you not worried about the lore?
We talking about everything.
I'm just saying.
Movie. I've never heard. Hey, I want to talk about this movie. Hey, before the movie 50 years, here's what happened. It's like what?
I'm just saying that man 50 years old out here still trying to compete.
All right, so
over 50.
A toy's goal, their life goal, is to be played with by a child. So of course they're gonna want
them toys is washed up, bro.
Okay, but screen time. They're looking at Bonnie saying, "Hey, we don't want this girl just to be." We know that screen time for a long time is not good for children. So the kids are saying, "Hey."
Woody was old in the second one. You remember when he had to
Why does the age of a toy matter?
When he was at Al Toy Barn, Buddy had to give him the Beijing on top of his head.
I don't let you talk about how old Woody is anymore when I know you got toys older than him in your room right now.
No, I don't.
I know you got older toys up in there.
Woody was
older. Got a Game Boy.
Woody was
Game Boy.
Woody was from the
Game Boy.
When did the Game Boy come out? It damn sure didn't come out in the 50s. Woody was from the 50s.
And what?
From the 50s.
You still have old toys, Tori? Why are you complaining? We don't complain to you about all the old toys you have.
This you?
What?
This you?
Did that come out in the 50s?
This you though, right?
Did it come out in the 50s?
This is Toy Story's your life.
It didn't come out in the 50s. You don't see no ball spot up there.
Did you have that one Raditz figure?
Can you explain to me what is the relevancy of age of a toy for a movie? What does this matter?
This man been running around since the 50s. What other adventure did this man? What else can you do with him? That strength should be done for.
I don't hear a critique. I'm saying, okay, he's old.
I just hear complaints.
And what? What is the critique? He's old.
What could you possibly? What else can this man do?
We already explained the concept of the movie. It's an iPad.
What the hell can he do to compete with an iPad?
That's why you watch the movie.
I don't need to, because I know the actual facts of it. In real life, ain't nobody gonna pay. All right, let me ask you this. All right, Dave. Trade your Apple computer for a Teddy Ruxpin and tell me that that it's worth it.
For what?
For a teddy bear, for a Labubu. Almost said. Trade your computer for a Labubu.
Tori, we're talking about a 7-year-old kid. Should they be on an iPad all day long?
That's the
okay.
First off, what we're talking about.
Does this message seem a little hypocritical?
From who?
From the movie.
How?
Because they're trying to say, oh my God, all these screens these kids are looking at, and yet they're going to be watching the movie on an iPad. They ain't even going to go to the theater.
And this is why I just want to say I don't think this movie is for kids. I think this movie is for us because the villain is too on the nose. It's too in your face, like making the villain the iPad. So I don't think there's going to be a child in that theater like, oh, mommy, look, I see myself represented on the screen. Like, I think this is for the parents.
No, but it's for families. These are for
the parents who grew up with Toy Story. Bringing their kids now.
Little Freudian slip right there.
This is about them bringing their kids now. So it's for us. It's not for children. Okay, next question. Oh, go ahead, sorry.
Competing with the iPad. I mean, this was that's like 10 years ago, 10, 15 years ago when that would have been a thing, right?
But it's as relevant right now the second. What do you mean?
Okay, now actually I got a question. Yeah. When does this movie drop?
I think this year.
It's this year. This summer? Hold on, let me double.
Found the release date. It's not during April though.
But either way, it's still cooked if it's after April.
No, it's not, Joe. I'm sorry, I forget. You think all the toddlers and young children are going to line up to see the Michael Jackson movie?
Okay, even if they do,
and they're not lining up to see Toy Story.
We're talking about months later, probably.
I mean, they'll still be on viewing number 6. So I don't know what you're talking about here. So.
I know it's the iPad versus the toys in this movie. That is correct.
What's the release date, Asia, for Toy Story 5?
Release date for Toy Story 5 is June 19th.
Okay, so a few months after the Michael movie and
once the Michael movie has collected all of its money and has gone about its day.
You realize Thriller's still making money to this day.
Listen, I'm hyped.
And it just broke a record.
I'm going to be making money too after y'all lose that bet. So I don't know why you talking so active right now.
Y'all going to be, when Toy Story 5 drop, we're going to see it. We're going to do a review. It's going to be fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
No, you too, bro.
The reception from the trailer was mixed feelings from fans about another sequel. Of course, some viewers already felt that Toy Story 4 had the perfect ending. 3. I think Toy Story 3, I'm with you, had the best ending. There is a 4th. That's when Woody went on his side quest.
How many fucking side quests? Anyway.
When does continuing a franchise become unnecessary?
You said what?
When does continuing a franchise become unnecessary? When should it stop?
I mean, it's going to kind of depend on, like, truthfully, it's going to depend on what type of stories you have left to tell. Because, in all honesty, a series can lose its steam after movie number 1. We're going to talk about that Mortal Kombat trailer in a minute. But, honestly, like, if you some don't make it past 3, and some have the staying power for one reason or another to make it past 4 or 5. I know y'all love the Fast and Furious franchise. So, truthfully, it depends. Okay. So, we'll see.
Hey, what was the question again?
When does continuing a franchise become unnecessary?
I personally think that, like, audiences decide that more to a certain degree too. I know the filmmakers do as well, but you know, the audiences can decide, like, hey, like, you know, blank whoever, you're a musician, you're a filmmaker, you drop something, the audience could say, nah, we good on that, we on to the next person, this, blah, blah. So I think audience have a big factor, because with Fast and Furious, they keep making money, so they keep making them.
That's what Julian Shot you just said.
Julian just brought up. So
oh yeah, no.
Toy Story, I think, is gonna make a lot of money too. Listen, I'm pulling up a Toy Story. A lot of people are. I think the last one probably everyone made $1 billion. So
I feel like Toy Story would be a little bit. I feel like I wouldn't feel the way I feel about it if they didn't stick to the same toys. There's plenty of toys around the world that they could be having a story about.
No, I completely agree.
But they're stuck.
Wait, you do?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm confused. Cause then wouldn't that be like me saying, "Hey, One Piece will be great if they focus on other pirates"? I don't want to see.
They do that.
One Piece never fucking finished. So can we talk? We can talk about that another time.
They do that.
No, I mean for full episode, full seasons, but with no Luffy.
This goes back to what I was saying about Dragon Ball GT last time.
Okay.
Where you get to the end of that story, the Dragon Ball characters pretty much ran out of steam. But they set themselves up with an entirely new generation, with new adventures, with new characters. They could have taken that direction and it would have felt fresh. Here's another prime example, the Joker movie. Because they had the first one. The first one was cool. I think American Psycho was a better movie about an unreliable, crazy narrator who kills people. But by the time they did the sequel should not have been a direct sequel to the first movie. If you want to take it in a cool direct, hear me out on this.
I'm saying it just shouldn't have been a musical.
Well, the thing is, if you're going to make a sequel to that movie and you want to keep it true to like the Joker character, have it be like another completely separate origin. Because the Joker's all about having different options for what his origin is. You're never supposed to know what it actually is. But then if you have your sequel be a direct sequel to that, then it's not really the Joker. It's just some dude who killed like one guy or 3 people. But that's how I feel about Toy Story. I feel like you would get probably a little bit more mileage and less fatigue if it is about a new set of toys. Because then if you keep coming back to these sequels, and you just have the guy that these toys are chasing keep getting older and older, then yeah, eventually you've got to get a new protagonist. So why not just keep it fresh, get a new kid with their own set of toys and follow their story?
But they introduce...
You can sell so much more toys off that. Why do you need to buy 5 different Woody dolls?
Every movie they do introduce new toys.
I'm talking about a completely different cast.
Here's the thing though. Like, I'll be honest, like, nobody wants that. Like, y'all are saying that it's people who don't even like the movies, but I'm telling y'all that people who actually like the movies, these are beloved characters, and they add new ones that people like as well. So
I'm just saying it would be a smarter, creative decision.
You're saying smarter, but like, I mean, this is a beloved franchise that people like. Dang near every single one, minus the 4th one, is dang near 90% on Rotten Tomatoes. So it's like, it's almost like this. It's an issue for like haters of the franchise. People who actually like the franchise are like, no, like, Asia, do you want a new franchise, a new crew of toys instead of?
So do you want a Toy Story 6?
I really don't.
Yeah, nobody wants that.
So do you want a Toy Story 6 with these same old crusty ass toys?
If they were to do a sequel, then yeah, I still expect to see Woody, Buzz,
but you keep doing that, you're just gonna run out.
What's the reason for us to go to the movie theater if it's not the toys that we know?
Because it's still in the same vein, it's still
universe.
The same concept.
I mean, it's not like
but you have the opportunity
cameo.
for something fresh.
Now we can do a different movie.
But again, how many fucking Toy Story movies do you want where you're following the exact same toys, going through the exact same premise of, hey, we're about to lose whoever the hell our current owner is?
Until the movies are trash.
Okay.
Until they flop.
But hold on. Because you're setting yourself up for that at some point down the line.
Yeah.
So just keep it fresh right off the jump.
Going forward, what other issues could Woody and Buzz and all them run into? You know what? I got one. they electronics start malfunctioning. Somebody left the batteries in buzz too long, and now it got the corrosive acid stuck on it. You know, maybe Woody's string on his back break, and he can't make no sounds no more. Like what else can they run into besides the toys start breaking?
Okay, that's like their job to figure out. That's what I'm saying. I'm not worried about like that. That's a writer's job to do. It's like they will think of something because they've always thought of something.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's what.
Listen,
but again, like even if they are talented in doing that, which credit to them for making it this far, but at the same time, it's going to run out of steam somewhere.
Y'all saying that, but I don't know.
But even from the examples that we have, it clearly peaked at 3, and then 4 was a downward decline. How do you know that this next one won't be a downward decline from 4?
But here's the thing: it was a downward decline for something that was already so high. I mean, Toy Story 1, 2, and 3 are,
Fuego.
I mean, almost A movies in every single one. So it's like A, and then a B is like kind of like, all right, like it wasn't as good, but it was a drop, but it was already a drop from so high. So it really wasn't. It wasn't trash.
But again, like,
it wasn't like Back to the Future 3. Back to the Future 3 was like trash. It wasn't like that.
But again, like, regardless of whatever different twists that they put on it, whoever the owner is, what other toys you throw into the mix, how many times can you see the same premise of these old toys are afraid of being forgotten by their owners? How many more movies can you get out of it?
I am with you that they're probably running out of ideas. They should probably wrap it up soon.
But again, what I'm suggesting is how you fix it.
But if they're going to do another one, I just don't know if I personally would want new characters. They can just
push 40. At some point, the toys ain't even part of your concern, bro.
And then it gets to the point when these toys that are in Toy Story, when they don't even make those toys anymore. So then you got these all of them are collectible, and they're running around like what else can they do? There's nothing else that they can do out here at this point. Hey. They ran through like 4-5 different owners. They done survived, damn near burning up in the dumpsters. I mean,
now
what else can they do?
Vince Arts, you say they should do a Toy Stories versus Small Soldiers crossover. You don't want to see that.
I heard that they're supposed to be redoing Toy Soldiers or bringing it back or something.
I heard that too.
Okay.
Asia, we never got your input
about
Toy Story.
When does like continuing the franchise become unnecessary?
And just Toy Story overall. I mean, where do you land? I mean, we got some haters in the room.
I'm gonna watch it till it flops. That's the only way a franchise knows when they end. You strongly believe it's going to flop, Tori?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't have a lot of faith then.
I'm not going to sit here and say that
Pixar folks
flop, but I just think that this concept is going to run out of steam at some point.
It could.
It's going to hit that point of no return.
It could.
There's no doubt about it. But until the movie flops,
then you want them to just reboot the first movie again?
But I didn't even like Toy Story 4 like that. But I'm saying like I am just a fan of the franchise. Tori, like you were saying the other day, like about the vibes. I'm just down to go see them again come together. It don't even got to be like as good as Toy Story 1, 2, and 3. It's almost like
you're going for the nostalgia.
Like, for example, for the nostalgia, if there's and again, this is not about anybody recent, but if there's a music artist who I really, really like, but they're an older artist now, and they're almost past their prime a little bit. But
I wonder who that is.
No. I'm naming like
you talking about like 40 and up? Or?
I'm naming like an artist who's like in his 50s, 60s and stuff. Okay. They drop an album now. Yes, they're not as good.
Still talking about the club.
For example, Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan in his last couple years was not as good, but did you still want to go see Michael Jordan play? You probably would because he's Michael Jordan. That's all I'm saying here.
But does that not defeat, like...
It's still Toy Story.
But again, it's like you just said, even if Michael Jordan is old, his knees is shaky...
But he's still going... But if he still dropped 15, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm good, yeah.
But again, at a certain point, you just got to be like, you know what, man? Let me hang up the jersey.
And they did, but I'm still saying people still did go
Pass the torch to LeBron. Who is the LeBron of Toy Story?
But people did still go see LeBron and other legacy acts in their twilight. It doesn't mean like they can't, like, why? What is this pressure that they have to drop a 10 out of 10 movie? Can it just be a good movie? Can it be a 6, 7? I mean, I'm good.
I want you to hold on to that.
And why do y'all need 10 out of 10 everything?
Because that's crazy that you didn't have that same sentiment for Bad Boys.
Yes, I do.
Or Rush Hour.
Yes, I do.
You didn't say it don't have to be good. What about Coming to America? You didn't say that about that. Or Good Burger.
Hold on. I know it says you cooking, David. Thank you so much. I know I'll be trying.
No, you didn't have that same sentiment for them movies.
I do. I'm saying this. Why? I don't need a perfect movie. The idea that I need a perfect fifth movie of a franchise is just unrealistic. The likelihood of me getting the best movie in the fifth iteration is just unlikely. So I just need to be good. If it's between a 6.5 to 8, even 10, of course. If they knock it out of the park, then I'm great. Chef David, Julian, thank you so much. I'm telling y'all.
He burning the kitchen. Is 6.5 even a passing grade?
Asia?
That's a lower D.
It's a D.
That's still bad.
That's still passing?
You get grounded for that shit.
You get your diploma with a D.
You still get grounded.
You forget to put your name on the paper, and that
If you
drops
come
to an
home
F
with a
real
D,
quick.
you get the belt. What are you talking about?
D is passing.
Tell that to your mama.
D is worst case scenario, by the way. I'm saying we're in my mind. If it's trash,
if you make a movie and then you come home with a D- and you get your dad, Sonny boy, excuse me. Well,
Don't do my father-in-law.
Yeah. You remember them days, David?
Yes, I do actually.
Sonny boy?
Yeah.
Y'all better stop. Okay, Tori, I'm gonna get to the part that you clearly want to talk about. They gave Woody a bald spot, Tori.
Bald spot. Okay, listen, he had a bald spot in the second one. I keep telling y'all that man is from the 50s. He was Andy's mom, Woody.
Where are you getting this from, by the way? This whole Andy's mom toy thing. Where is
that canon?
I'm about to
that is canon.
I'm looking this up because I've never heard this.
You don't remember? She had the picture of her. She had the cowboy hat and all of that. He got all that from her.
I'm gonna look it up.
He got all that from her. But like I said, Woody is from the 50s. In the second one, when he got stolen, Buddy put his arm back on. He had to hit him with that Beijing because he was balding then. It just wasn't noticeable at the time.
Now Kim agrees with you. Now Kim says, "Thank you. Bald spot hasn't been buffed since Toy Story 2."
Also, Pepperoni agrees with me. C's get degrees, not D's.
Hey, some of my students are passing. They
D's
got
get
D's. It happens.
The learning curve.
I don't know about y'all. I feel like the animators were trying to say something about their audience when they gave Woody that bald
hang
spot.
It up.
That was
hang it up.
No, I think they were like, how can we relate to our audience more? You know what? They're going bald. So should Woody.
Damn, why they call Dave out like that, bro? That's not
fair. My husband is not going bald.
Oh my God. We all going bald.
Yeah, I admit it. I'm cool.
So I don't know. I think they was trying to say something. What do y'all think about the Woody bald spot? Because that is a hot topic that people are discussing from this trailer, the bald spot.
I mean, look, that's just a sign of the end. Do you think you're
going to get hit with the Beijing before the movie over?
I assumed it was really, Troy, it was just for comedy. It was just a little joke. It was just
you saw the shine coming off that.
But what is
you think male pattern baldness is a joke?
That man is
yes.
Bro, that man is a walking flash grenade during the daytime.
Damn.
Oh, okay, Tori, I'm trying to find this. There's a fan theory, but I don't know about true concrete evidence that Woody was passed down from mom.
Either way,
so basically, either
way, Woody is from the 50s.
Can't prove
He's a toy from the 50s. That's why that's the whole reason why he got stolen.
I know, but you keep saying it. What about this? What does this mean? Why do we care if it's from the 50s?
Like I said,
bro.
At
this point, like
he was made in a time. He was made in a time when all he needed was a pull string to be entertaining for kids.
Are you saying that he should not exist? Like he's old. What about it? Are you saying
I'm saying he need to hang up his spurs and let the next generation have it.
So what should he do? Jump off a building and kill himself?
I ain't saying he.
What do y'all want? What do you do?
All that. Hang out in the toy. Listen, either he hang out in the toy box, or he show him that he can actually walk around and talk. That's the only two choices he got.
Look, I'm just saying, by Toy Story 6, Woody is going to be in a toy wheelchair, and in Toy Story 7, he's going to be on toy hospice. There's only so much further you can take it with these characters.
Oh my God.
That man's stressed.
Vince R. said
he is stressed.
He thinks that the bald sentiment was a poke towards people saying that the franchise is getting old.
I think it was a poke toward like the audience, like the people watching it. When you started watching it,
because they getting older too.
You were a kid when it first came out, and you might be either balding or know people are balding now. So it's like a little joke at the audience. I think we're blowing this out of proportion a little bit. I don't know.
Well, I think the reason why people are talking about it more is because we rarely see we rarely see characters age in like animated spheres. I mean, like Stewie has been a baby on Family Guy since.
Well, they've addressed it too.
So I think it's nice that these toys are aging. The characters are aging, and I think it'd be cool to see it in more cartoons.
Toy Story 6? Is this Toy Story 6?
5.
5. Okay, so by Toy Story what? 8? 9.
He'll be dead.
Woody gonna have a full. He gonna be
They could
full.
probably stretch 2 more
He
movies
gonna
out
have
of
a full Vin Diesel going. All of it's gonna be gone.
Again, that's gonna be the least of his problems. He gonna have like stuffing failure and where his kidneys are supposed to be. Like his legs gonna give out. His days are numbered.
Should animated characters start to like visibly age in these long running franchises? If it's if a franchise has been going on for this long, should
fans are upset about the way they did Shrek.
I think fans just didn't like the animation of Shrek altogether.
The new one that was supposed to come out.
Yeah, didn't they bully them into like going back to the drawing board on that?
Well, what happened was somebody guessed the plot and the premise, and they ended up scrapping it. And now they're redoing it.
Oh, okay. All right.
And Johnny Dome, I see your comment about WB. That is a topic on our list. Hopefully we have time to get to it. So
I want to get to our main topic for the night. All right, you guys. Before we talk about the main event, this Xbox drama, as y'all know, I'm not a massive gamer, but I really do be trying to understand and research everything that we be talking about. So can I try to summarize what's going on with Xbox?
Absolutely.
For the audience. Yeah.
For the audience?
Moment of silence.
Chat, tell me how I do, because I'm not a gamer, but I am fascinated by all of this, and I'm really excited to hear what y'all have to say about it. Okay. After 12 years of leading Xbox, Phil Spencer is retiring. And that's not the biggest problem. The biggest problem is who they're replacing Phil Spencer with. Her name is Asha Sharma, and she comes from Microsoft Core AI division development, whatever. So basically we have like an AI CEO coming into a gamer CEO position. And this is a problem because people really wanted Sarah Bond to take over for Phil Spencer, but she resigned as well. So now Xbox fans are all doom and gloom right now because they're scared that this new CEO is going to implement AI into Xbox and not focus on the core development of the games. Am I on the right track?
Granted, they ain't really been focusing on that for a good minute anyway. That's why them niggas don't have no exclusives. So this is just another chapter in the...
That was mostly right, though.
That's mostly right?
No. You were on point.
I'm on point?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying, like, an Xbox taking an L is a day that ends with Y. Like, what's different here? It was just a matter of time. Okay, now look, I'll be fair. Phil Spencer, we've had our differences in the past, and I watched this interview where he was talking about his departure from Xbox, and he said some things that were, eloquent about the gaming industry and what place it has in the culture and amongst the community and all that, and that was cool. And he acknowledges some of his missteps and mistakes, maybe not specifically, but he tried. He did his best to take accountability. So I feel kind of the same way about when Kensuke Tanabe left Retro Studios and Nintendo. Thank you for your efforts, even though it didn't really amount to much. But by all means, yes, you are more than welcome to clear out your desk. So, yeah. Press F to pay your respects.
So is this actually the end of Xbox, or are y'all Xbox folks being dramatic?
It depends on AI at this point.
Well, it's not confirmed that. I think people are assuming that she's going to use AI because she came from an AI division, and she worked at Meta AI too, right?
Marcella says hello from Brooklyn, NYC.
What's up? We went to Brooklyn Comic-Con years ago. I don't know if you were there, but what's up?
Yeah, she led Microsoft's Core AI products division. And she also has like no experience in gaming. I know Phil Spencer was like a gamer himself, so like he was great for the role.
To my knowledge, she worked at Meta in their AI division in some capacity, and she worked in Xbox's AI division. So it is an interesting choice. Out of all the people you choose, why does the board, because that's who makes this decision, why does the board choose the AI person who's most familiar with AI to be the division to lead Xbox gaming? As
an outsider, that looks suspicious.
Unless
what does it look like?
Unless they feel like they want to get some fresh eyes on it, to see some things with,
No, when they pick somebody, this is the pick they make for the next decade. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you pick a CEO, it's like, this is the direction of the company.
To be fair, I mean, we've seen other examples in the past. So with Nintendo, like after, sadly, Iwata passed away, they had Tatsumi Kimishima step in as the CEO of Nintendo, but that didn't even last too long. He held it down for like a good handful of years, and then they passed it off to their new guy, I sadly can't remember his name right now. But that's the thing. Sometimes these roles are pretty temporary, so You never know. For all we know, maybe this person is just kind of keeping the seat warm until they get a more permanent person in the position. But at the end of the day, it's not going to matter. Okay, the nails have already been injected in the coffin, so now we just got one more. Now, do we know if the rotting carcass of the zombified Xbox is still going to try to break through that casket lid, or is it going to seal up for good? We just don't know that part yet.
And also, Tori, we never heard your full thoughts. I think I cut you off. My bad. So we know your full thoughts on Phil Spencer leaving, because it is a big deal.
Yeah, I mean it's a big deal, but I mean sometimes
that's your hero.
Where y'all be getting y'all information from? I never relayed any of this.
He's got a list of kings, you guys.
Let me see if I can get you a tissue, bro. Hold on.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
So Tori, go ahead. I want to hear.
Huh? I mean, listen. Hey, if it helps the company, I hope it helps the company. If it don't, I hope they find somebody who can make it work. But as far as him leaving, I mean, evidently with him retiring, he felt that there was nothing else that he could contribute to the company, if that. So who knows? Maybe this is a step towards something better.
Vince Art says, honestly, I think that it's up to Xbox fans to determine if it's dead. Will fans be in support of this AI move if they go forward with it? Darren the Austin says, it looks like they are about to make a lot of AI games and they want someone who knows how to do that.
Yeah.
JT says, of course she's going to use AI. Everyone is now using AI and that will continue going forward. AI is here to stay whether people like it or not, unfortunately. I hear y'all say that, but maybe this is me being, hold up really quick. I think this is maybe me being gullible, but I heard her say she's not going to be bringing like AI slop to Xbox.
Yeah, man, not AI slop, but still AI.
It's still AI.
Yeah.
People
What
say
is AI slop?
Just
like them really trash AI generated photos and this pointless stuff.
Oh, so she says I'm not bringing AI slop, but she didn't say I'm not bringing AI.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, and AI can be implemented.
But there's
I see why y'all panicking.
The game Arc Raiders, they use AI for that. They use like the AI for the Arc in that game, and it's crazy because the Arc that you fight in that game, they have like their AI interface adapts to the players after so often. So there are some successful games that use AI, but I just hope that isn't the main focus for any future games coming in.
Can I just ask what's so bad about AI coming to gaming?
I mean, it's ultimately going to depend on how it's implemented, but it's kind of the same thing. I mean, if you're talking about AI replacing any sort of creative work or development, that's definitely a problem because you most certainly want to put human hands on it. That's the thing. I just don't know exactly how, if at all, they're going to implement the AI to it. And again, when it comes to Xbox, I'm not trying to be facetious here. I'm just saying they've got bigger things to worry about. You're not going to sell consoles if you ain't got no games on there that people want to buy your console for.
I mean, we can't do the consoles with AI doing what it's doing. So even if you coming up with the great games, I mean, eventually you're gonna need a better console to handle these newer games, and with AI making it harder for consoles to be made, it's like I said, it all depends on AI. If AI fails, then maybe they can afford to make better consoles because all these greedy tech companies aren't catering to just AI.
I mean, I still think that the AI bubble is still most likely bound to burst. So we'll see how that plays out. I
have a quick question. So if PlayStation hired an AI executive tomorrow, would PlayStation fans react the same way that Xbox fans are?
I mean, most likely. But again, my question is, what way would it be implemented? You know,
I don't even know if she's even going to do that. This is assumptions. Yeah. But if we look at Microsoft is very much pushing. If you guys look at any Microsoft product, y'all know about Copilot. That's like their ChatGPT. And they've integrated. Well, that's Google, but Microsoft has integrated AI into every single product they have. So I don't see a world where they don't. But also AI may not be something that's like totally evil, like, you know what I'm saying? Because there might be some good uses. For example, like they might figure out ways to make NPCs better because of AI and stuff where they can actually have conversation, can understand context. So there might be some good uses of AI as well. I don't want to act like AI is just 100% evil.
Yeah, but what
oh.
JT says here does make sense. He says, the AI is something I'm very knowledgeable of. It's a big part of my industry. AI will be used to not hire developers. The problem is that you're going to end up with really buggy code that no one knows how to fix because they don't know how it was constructed in the first place, and that's going to be a mess. So that's what I was saying. Like, if they're going to use it to replace actual human labor and creativity, 100% that's a bad idea. In terms of like any other implementation for AI, I just don't know what that is. But if they take that route, that's a hell no ski. Don't do that.
So we don't want workers and animators and all them to get laid off.
I don't want coders, animators, or actors and voice actors. I don't want any of that to be.
But if they like put it in the game as like part of like
put their code in the AI.
Yeah.
There are some uses where it could be.
Could they do that?
Yeah, of course. There's some good uses. AI is not just 100% bad. There are some good uses, and AI is already in games. Like, I mean, you know,
where the winds
that's what I was actually about to ask next.
I would say where the winds meet. You can have conversations with the NPCs, and their conversation dialogue is all AI.
Okay. Also, I don't want to make it seem like Phil Spencer was like this trash.
Because to be honest, the problem started before he got there too.
Because remember, like, so Phil Spencer, I have like a small list of some things that he did good. He joined Microsoft, Xbox, after Xbox One was already out. So he actually was the one who said, "Hey, untether Connect." I know, Tor, you love Connect, but nobody else really wanted it. He's the one that said, untether that. He did Game Pass. He brought back backwards compatibility into Xbox consoles. He did a lot of good stuff for Xbox. I think that the issue is that, like, to me, he was, unfortunately, when he got on Xbox, they were already on a bad trajectory.
He inherited a sinking ship.
Yeah, because they had already that move, the Xbox One already was such a bad move from the 360. He did everything he could to try to bring it back. And I actually do think he did a decent job, because I'm sure that you have, can you imagine Microsoft board members breathing down your neck that only care about money? You know what I'm saying? Like, and he's a real gamer too. Like Phil Spencer says, he actually games. So I'm sure, like, for him, couldn't have been an easy job. So I want to give him credit, because I do think that he's done a decent job as the leader of Xbox gaming. But this couldn't.
So Xbox, it sounds like Xbox was already really kind of struggling before this leadership change. I know that's how you feel.
No. This is just a fact.
This is a fact.
Yes, I mean, regardless of how you feel about
David Torrey.
I mean, in the console war, quote unquote.
I mean, regardless of how you feel about the original Xbox or the 360, which the Red Ring of Death was its whole thing. I don't care what anybody says.
360 was successful.
Yes,
Xbox and 360 were very successful consoles.
They were.
But you cannot deny that by that Xbox One era,
that was the
obvious decline. Yes.
That was the misstep. But 360 was a good console, even despite Red Ring of Death. I actually liked the 360. Tor, you had a 360 as well?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Red Ring was
Here's the thing. It
was still really good console, good games.
But even in the comparison from PlayStation to Xbox, PlayStation had the sales, but the tech-wise, Xbox was always better.
Halo did that, says Xbox been terrible.
I wouldn't say that.
I mean, I will.
Halo did that, says more than a 10-year gap, or if the story loses their main characters, it's time to wrap it up. Dang.
Okay. So, do we have the I don't know if we added it, but there was an article about the Xbox, the ad that you talked about, Joe. This is an Xbox ad.
How that offended many of the Xbox employees?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Is that okay? So so basically, the ad that Joe talks about a lot, which was basically Xbox saying that you can play Xbox on other systems, that actually, they came out and said that actually did bother a lot of the employees of Xbox. They're saying, yo, we're making games and we're helping support the console.
We're trying to invest in the actual hardware.
In the console, and you're saying we can play Xbox on a tablet or a phone or this or an Amazon Fire Stick or whatever it is and stuff like that.
Again, it was just a dumb idea.
That they were trying to be inclusive to, like, maybe non-gamers.
I get it, but at the same time, it's like...
Is that so wrong?
Yes, because what are you in the business for?
What's wrong with inclusivity?
What's wrong with not trying to sell your actual console? What are you in the business to do, Microsoft? You have a product that is supposed to be you have to have skin in the game in the console market. You've got to be there to play the game. You have an Xbox. Let's go the Xbox Series, whatever the fuck. If you tell me that I can play Xbox games on my phone, tablet, already existing computer, what do I need your Xbox for? If you don't have exclusive games, what do I need your Xbox for?
Well,
if you're going to put your exclusives on other consoles, what do I need your Xbox for?
Here's why, because I think
if you say Game Pass, I swear to God.
No, that too, but I
think because you got rid of your shit because of Game Pass.
I know, not just that. I'm saying that like Xbox is like the UI and interface. It's like, hey, like I'm using the Xbox app on my iPad to access the games. You know what I'm saying? It's like more of like Steam. I think that's what eventually they're trying to get. They want Xbox to be like a platform where you can play games, either purchase or Game Pass. That was the whole point of that whole this is an Xbox thing. Because also at this point right now, this second, if you want to be a gamer, you're a gamer. I don't think there's anybody who's like, hey, I'm sitting at home and I want to play games. And I haven't bought a console or anything. You know what I'm saying? So for Xbox, in terms of their ad, and Asia, I think you talked about this too, it's like, how do you get people who are non-gamers to game? You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta get them on the platforms they're on, because I feel like our parents may not buy a, Xbox, but they might download the Xbox app on their, Chromebook or on like the little Roku or something, and you know what I'm saying?
It's like a little soft launch before you buy the console. It gives you like a little taste.
Thank you. How do you get people, exactly. Some people may never buy a console. So to me, the ad placement, I understood it from that perspective. But Joe, thoughts on that? Like, how do you get new people who are non-gamers over without reaching them on other platforms? Like, you know what I'm saying? Is it that bad?
But again, it's like, if you're going to invest in that, so maybe you want to say that the strategy is target your non-gamers, and then maybe, hopefully, possibly, they then turn around and be like, oh, that was pretty fun. I have a favorable opinion of Xbox. Let me turn around and actually buy an Xbox console. Is that their ideal strategy? Did it work?
Or if you just play Xbox on your Roku or whatever.
Just stick to that.
Or that. What's wrong with that?
Then again, what the fuck is your point of even having the console in the first place?
If you
go the way of Sega or some shit.
If you want that next level console, then it's like, hey, if you're a hardcore person who needs all the bells and whistles.
Why aren't they investing in that?
Because
you've already got the hardware. You've already invested the money into it. Just devote your resources to that.
I got you. There are a lot of people who, to them, don't see the value of investing $300-$400 on a console. But if I can just access it quickly on my iPad and say, you know what, that old Halo game, I used to play, I'll download that. So for those people, $400 is a lot for someone who's a non-gamer.
I'm not even
it's like cheap. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for a gamer, it's like, that's a cheap console. But for somebody who's a non-gamer, $300-$400 is like, whoa, hell no.
But you misinterpret.
Speaking as a non-gamer, coming from this, like, I mess with a lot with what David's saying. If I want to choose a console and like Xbox is giving me a chance to try Xbox without having to buy the console yet, because I may not just got the pockets for it, I like the idea of being able to do it on my tablet, on my phone, on my computer. I don't see anything too wrong with that.
I hear you, but you're misinterpreting the issue that I'm bringing up here.
I think you're looking at it from the hardcore gamer perspective. She's looking at like
not even just that. I'm looking at it from a business perspective of like, how do you even justify your existence in this market to begin with?
Right now,
do you know what Xbox is? Xbox is that nigga at the party that you're in the middle of a conversation and you tell a funny story, y'all laughing to each other, and then this dude comes in and interjects himself into the conversation. Oh yeah, that was pretty funny, right, guy? That's Xbox. That's that dude. Because again, what reason could you possibly have to want to own an Xbox?
Your Xbox hate has no bounds.
I still think it's crazy.
I think Game Pass is still a decent reason if you can afford it.
Yeah.
If you can afford it. If you can afford Game Pass, I think you're good.
Interesting. Okay. Joe, if Xbox died tomorrow, would the gaming industry even change?
Are they even here?
I think it would. It would change.
Tori, talk to us about why you think so.
It would change. Because there are a lot of people that rely on Xbox, like the software for Xbox has always been better than PlayStation, hands down. Anybody knows that.
Wait, what did you just say?
The software, the
Wait, you mean the hardware or the software?
Hardware and the software.
Okay,
wait,
so you whoa.
Hardware.
You said
hardware. Okay.
Hardware.
I'm about to say you need to specify that, bro.
Hardware has always been better than PlayStation.
But then what good is the hardware if you don't have the software?
I mean, it's still good. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff on.
So what, is it just good for existing?
What? No.
Good for the games that you can play.
It's good for it. It's good for the games. It's good for the
But is there that big of a difference between I feel like honestly, every single PlayStation, Xbox, to be honest, has been essentially the same as far as graphics and power. I don't think anybody really.
Then what separates them?
No, it's different. The Xbox is.
So wait.
Oh, hold up, David.
Oh God.
Answer my question.
The games, because I'm saying, Tori, I think if you put any game, Assassin's Creed, whatever the new one, put Assassin's Creed and play a video from it from Xbox and PlayStation, I don't think we could tell the difference on any console. No. I think that like graphics have been basically the same. Now, Nintendo, yes, but
what does Nintendo have that gives them skin in the game, David?
They have Mario.
Hold on, and Zelda. And Donkey Kong. Hold on, don't stop there. Going. Fire Emblem. Yeah, well, we can keep going for days. Hold on, don't.
Now, this is a tough concept for him to understand. So bear with him.
No. Because I've seen anything that's not a Nintendo property on a Switch. I've seen how those games turn out.
Blame the developers. We gotta blame the developers for that.
People complain big time when they have Mortal Kombat on there.
Nobody told you to buy Mortal Kombat. First off, you shouldn't buy Mortal Kombat 1, period.
Call of Duty.
Second, you shouldn't buy it on a Nintendo Switch.
Never been on Switch.
Never played Call of Duty on the Switch?
It's never been on the Switch. I see you trying to see.
They got it's out. They had I forgot the shooter game, but it was on there and it was
Splatoon.
You got to blame the developers for that though, like for putting for bad ports and stuff.
Again, like Mortal Kombat 1 had no business being on the Switch.
But hey, what was your question? We've got derailed. What was your question?
If Xbox died tomorrow, would the gaming industry even change?
Okay,
I feel like it would.
I know, Joe. Like you don't like Xbox, but it would be a big deal if they. I mean, that's the number.
People would pour one out for the homie for about 3 days, and then they move on like they already.
Joe's hating right now, y'all.
Slate says, "Come over to the master race of PC gaming, and you're all good."
With AI, who could afford that? Who buying that? That's like what, $700 for a stick of RAM?
Should have jumped on board by now.
JT says Xbox doesn't actually have exclusives anymore, really.
Then what are they doing here?
Dang. If Xbox dies, it's a big deal because also it's like this. Isn't Xbox, because Nintendo and Sony are both Japanese companies as well. Mm-hmm. So, there's also that too where it's like, okay, like it'd be if we lose Xbox, there would be no American gaming companies in the market.
No. See, I don't buy that because...
Who else is there in the console market?
Well, the thing is, like, you can have your ones that are making the consoles, but... American game developers are still going to make games.
No, I'm talking about the console makers.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm saying there would be they're the only American console maker.
Yeah.
In the major, yeah.
And again...
And we lose that.
I've already talked about this before, but in all honesty, compared with the East versus West development games, I'm just saying, East has got us beat by a country mile. Like Western developers...
they've got to get there, though.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, there's just a clear difference.
Oh, hold on. Alpha Young delete in the chat.
Sorry, what's up, bro?
What up, Alpha Young? We got to have you on the chat. What up? 100%. Sorry, Joe.
No, you good. But like I said, in my opinion, I think like a lot of Eastern developed games just have a lot more polish, and in my opinion, a lot more artistry than I see from a lot of Western developed games. Even a lot of games that I like. Like I said, I love the Until Dawn series. Or no, Dying Light. My bad. Dying Light. I really love those games. But even I admit, a lot of times them games do be having a lot of glitches and kind of hampers the experience a little bit. And this is something that's pretty prevalent with a lot of games. I'm just being real.
Okay. All right.
So yes, we've rested the debate for good. It is signed.
I feel like
Xbox's days are numbered.
Tori didn't fight too hard for Xbox.
What's there to fight for?
I feel like Tori, I'm fighting harder than you.
You're fighting for a corpse.
Listen, I'm still down with Xbox. So like I said, I'm not gonna count
down. All right.
I'm not gonna count the chickens before they hatch.
I respect that. Okay.
Them eggs is rotten, bro.
All right. Slate says better hit up Marketplace, eBay, offer up and build your machine. It's Five Guys, leave that McDonald's alone. I know it says the game should be the main focus, not a console.
Thank you.
Darren Austin says, is Xbox too big to fail? That's a quick question. Are they?
I don't think. Well, Microsoft has basically an unlimited budget, so it's like, granted, they could shut down like Xbox and write it off or whatever, but I do think that like for like just market share, like I don't know if they're gonna pull out of the market just to have like Microsoft's name in there, because when you have that, they can connect, at Microsoft to other products and things that Microsoft does and stuff like that as far as Xbox. So to me, I see Microsoft just footing the bill for this. Honestly, they may have been doing that. Has Microsoft, I don't know if they've been making money.
But at the same time, like, why would you even invest in an ongoing loss? And
For
even
the
to that
for
extent,
the eventual game.
So if you have a console that ain't selling, and you've got no exclusives, they're in a potentially even worse position than Sony, or not Sony, Sega, just from the fact that, yeah, they've got Microsoft backing it, so yeah, you can get yourself out of jail, but at the same time, it's like, if all of a sudden Xbox decided, you know what, we had a supposedly good run, not really, but we're getting out of the console market, we're going strictly to gaming. You could do it on your mobile and tablets and all that stuff, your phones, but what are you bringing to the table then? Like, what games you really got to your name? Like,
they had some games. Like, for example, Forza Horizon 5. That was
who's out here checking for Forza?
Hold on, Joe. You saying that? There was actually
a lot of people
that was actually the
play
top selling
racing
game. That was the top selling game, actually. And that's an Xbox exclusive. When it came to PlayStation, it was the top selling game on there for a few weeks or months. That was actually a big deal. So
wait. So you're saying it was a top selling game
on PlayStation?
On PlayStation,
yeah.
What the fuck would you need it anywhere else for? You already got it. It's right there.
I'm just no. I'm saying
let you
like
know that how
it was
bad
an Xbox
people wanted
exclusive,
it.
and they brought over to PlayStation. I'm saying Xbox does have some games, and when they come to PlayStation, because every game they brought to PlayStation, people do get excited about. Like, people were excited about the what's it called? Indiana Jones come to PlayStation, and then the most recent game I just brought up. So as I'm saying, like, games have been coming to.
So you're saying that people get more excited when Xbox games go to other consoles?
I see what you're trying to say.
Do you not see how you sound right now?
You also say they don't have any games. They have games, and when they come to PlayStation, people do care.
Then they're not their games anymore.
Not now.
If you have a Mario game that's then ported over to a PlayStation, it ceases to be a Nintendo exclusive.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Because you lose the exclusivity.
I doubt if any Nintendo games went to any other consoles, Nintendo would lose on that. People would still be gung ho about Nintendo.
No, Wigfall 99. Yes, Sega had more exclusives than Xbox. That's how they're still alive. They have Yakuza. They have Virtua Fighter. They have
Xbox. Xbox bought all these
Sonic.
Xbox bought a bunch of studios and stuff.
They bought a bunch of studios, but they ain't make no damn game.
Julian Shot, you says Xbox is gonna be the next Dreamcast.
Dreamcast was
That's not good. That's not good.
Slate says Microsoft games can be played everywhere now. It's over for them. I know it says maybe they're gearing up to make more exclusives with the AI hire.
So you want a bunch of exclusive AI games?
And
that what we
hold on, Alpha Yang brings up Gears of War. It's another exclusive. You know, I think that actually is coming to PlayStation. I think they already said that.
It is.
Yeah. Okay.
I know they're trying. They've been trying to make a movie for that forever.
Slate says the Blade game is going to be an Xbox exclusive, but again, Microsoft games can be played everywhere.
Okay. Here's my last point about this, John. My biggest issue. I just remembered.
And then I want everybody's final thoughts on this whole
Here's my
thing.
final thoughts. My biggest issue is this right here. It's like, we know that Nintendo was kind of running their own game, right? They're kind of like saying, hey, console race, y'all got it. We're going to win over here. So we know that competition is good for business and good for consumers, et cetera, et cetera. Do we want to be in a gaming world where essentially in the console space, I'm not including PC here, but in the console space, there is really just PlayStation? Because when you think about it, like, PlayStation and Nintendo are very different. Those are not the same even people sometimes buying it. So do we want a world where there is no competition for PlayStation in the console space?
Of course not. But whose fault is that?
So shouldn't we be championing like Xbox winning and wanting?
So you want to be like Tori over here? You want to bet your money on the horse that's falling behind in the race.
I'm saying
tripping over its hooves.
I'm saying we did. We should be supporting them, because if they drop out, it's just Microsoft.
So what are we supposed to do?
I mean,
keep buying Game Pass?
I mean,
if you can afford it.
if you can afford it.
But again, is the burden of proof not on the company to actually produce better products?
You just feel like you're very much like down die Xbox. I'm saying Xbox
it's not my look.
But
did
you
I
seem
do
happy about it. I don't want Xbox to die.
I'm just calling it like I see it.
I know, but it's not good for competition.
Here's the thing. There is nothing that Xbox can do that'll make you not want it to die. So no matter what,
if they took more of a route, like when they released Sunset Overdrive for like the Xbox One, that's more along the lines of what they should be doing. Do more of that. Not exactly
but
that,
you're still
but
going to hate them even if they do that, though.
But I just gave it credit for a good move. They actually created an exclusive to Xbox.
They will create. Then they have more exclusives coming, and you will hate.
Y'all been saying this for how long?
What?
About Microsoft eventually getting their exclusives, and now they're all going to PlayStation and PC and your phone,
and
your refrigerator.
Old exclusives.
Whitfall says Xbox did buy companies, but have not made a single game since bought. Even Bethesda was bought, and no game after Doom Dark Ages.
It's almost like that's the exact fucking thing that I said. So again, do I want Xbox to fall because then that's bad for the competition?
They're under
no.
new management now, so now
we'll see where it goes.
That's why I said I'm not counting.
We'll see if this life support will keep this thing from going into a coma and dying on the table. I don't want to see Xbox flatline because, like you said, it's bad competition that keeps everybody accountable. It elevates the gaming scene as a whole. But if you're not bringing anything to the table, then what are you doing here? It's not our fault as consumers. It's Xbox's problem because they're the ones failing. Am I wrong? Am I wrong on this?
I see big things coming to Xbox.
You don't have your glasses on, so I ain't talking to you right now.
You got contacts.
Okay. All right. Anybody else's final thoughts on the Xbox, the fall of Xbox?
I say it ain't over till it's over.
I'll say a fail from an Xbox is a day ending in Y. I'm just saying. We've been here before, y'all.
I know it says, yeah, they got to be gearing up, bruh. Ain't no way they that bad. All right. I hope this ends up working out for Xbox fans. I really feel for them. I hope it all ends up. I hope this isn't the fall of Xbox. I want good things to happen for it. All right, let's stay on gaming.
Yes.
But move into movies. Mortal Kombat 2 trailer.
Boy. Oh, y'all couldn't give me a breather?
What was everybody's initial thoughts about it when they saw the trailer?
I think it's gonna be great.
Talk about why.
I'm gonna let y'all get your thoughts out.
I'm definitely gonna like it more than I liked the first one, but I feel like they've listened to the critiques of the first one, and I doubt that they went into this second one with the same mindset that they had when they did the first one. So I feel like this one will be taken a lot more serious when it comes out.
I think production overall for the Mortal Kombat sequel is just by far loads better than what I saw in the very first. So I'm giving it a chance based off of that alone. Saw the characters that I liked looked pretty good in the trailer. I saw Baraka, Johnny Cage, of course, looked fine. Scorpion and all of them. So for me, again, keeping an open mind, wanting to see the movie play out before I make a full judgment, but it already looks better than the first movie.
Dave, your thoughts?
I mostly agree with Asia and Tori. I think the movie looks really good, looks entertaining. I honestly think they shouldn't even have called it Mortal Kombat 2 because it looks so disconnected from the original one that they did that was trash, that just call it Mortal Kombat with like a new subtitle. Mortal Kombat, I don't know, Skyline Death or something, something crazy. But so that's what I think. I think Carl Urban looks, you know what I'm saying? Like I know there was some conversation about his age. I think that the way that they're going about it, where he's playing the aged actor who's kind of out of relevancy, and this is his chance to kind of make a comeback and stuff. I think that's a cool angle. So overall, I'll say this: it looks better than the Street Fighter movie by a lot. It actually looks like it has some serious budget behind it too. So I'm actually hyped for the Mortal Kombat movie. Joe, can't wait to hear what you got to say.
Alpha Yang Delete says that Johnny Cage casting though.
Come on, it was good casting.
Okay. Marcelo says trailer looks awesome. I think it does have promise. Darren says I think Joe is overall right about this. And then Slate says more fatalities, more blood, more gore. MK2 looks fire. And then Vince Art says, are they killing Cole off in the beginning like they did Johnny Cage in Annihilation?
That made me mad.
Only be so lucky.
That made me mad.
All right, Joe, your thoughts. What were your initial thoughts of the Mortal Kombat 2 trailer?
All right, look, I hear what y'all are saying, but y'all have to understand, to say that it looks better than the first one is like being the tallest kid in kindergarten. That's a very low bar to set because that first movie was fucking trash. So I want to direct you guys to some statements made by Ed Boon, original co-creator of Mortal Kombat.
Here we go.
So he says that in terms of approval, Ed Boon confirmed that he watched the final cut, expressing high excitement and approval, saying the team, quote unquote, nailed it, end quote. The film's opening scene is described as powerful and emotionally charged, and Ed Boon himself has said these words, double that intensity. I challenge you not to cry when you watch it. Now,
these are good.
Now, here's the thing. This is a very tall order to set. Now, understand, I'm not putting Mortal Kombat in the same category as Supergirl, where I just acknowledge this movie is not made for me. It's regardless of whether y'all think it's good or not. It would just be a waste of my time, and I would skip it if not for y'all holding me hostage on this one. I want to give this movie a fair shot because a lot of what I see does look better, but again, that's not saying much. So the ball is in your court. Ed Boon, directors, writers, you pissed me off with the last one, and I would really prefer to not pay money to see this one, but I will give it a fair shot somehow. If I got to bootleg it first and then go see it in theaters, if I actually like it, we'll see. But so far, you know, like I said, it's got its ups for me. Baraka looks stupid. I'm gonna be real on that.
Oh, I liked how Baraka looked.
Baraka looks like he's got a Halloween mask on. Do you not see this dude's fake ass teeth? You can see his mouth underneath it.
What do you want? CG teeth?
Even the first in Mortal Kombat Annihilation, Baraka looked better than that.
I gotta look again. I thought it looked good.
I did too.
I didn't see nothing wrong with
Go
it.
compare what. Tell you what. Here's another comparison. In the original Mortal Kombat 2, the characters were digitized actors, so they had to make costumes for the characters.
Mm-hmm.
Now, to be fair, you weren't expected to also move your mouth and act and stuff like that. But in terms of just overall production design, that and Mortal Kombat Annihilation look better than Baraka in this new movie, years removed with bigger production values, bigger budgets. So I'm not giving it a pass for that. Shao Kahn looks pretty decent. His voice is not what I would have liked, but that's just me being a fan because Shao Kahn's my favorite character. So I can put that aside. It looks like Liu Kang has more to do, which I'm all for that. Scorpion is still here because you got to have him in there. Carl Urban, I could care less. I'm not even that big of a Johnny Cage fan.
That's terrible.
Well, that's my opinion.
He's the best character.
Yeah, he's
got.
cool.
Yeah,
I like Johnny Cage.
Wigfall says older Johnny Cage finally gets some respect since MKX.
Yeah.
And
there was some.
look how that turned out, but that's a whole nother thing.
Vince Art says also, Joe, what do you think about the rumors of the next MK fighting game going back to its brutal, ruthless, gruesome nature? I say even the right decisions can be made when it's too late.
At this point, I could care less about the gore in Mortal Kombat because it's just a gimmick. It has no consequence both story-wise or gameplay-wise. From a gameplay standpoint, if you do a fatality on somebody, it doesn't matter. You just go back to the character select screen and they're back anyway. From a story standpoint, even if you have a person die canonically, Mortal Kombat can't commit to a direction anyway, so by the next game, they'll be back just because. Does that make any sense?
I mean, Tekken,
So what purpose
Tekken do that all the time. How many
But it
times?
actually has a story purpose for if it does. The original king from Tekken's 1 and 2 is still dead. He's never come back.
But they've killed off the
Heihachi.
they
Heihachi Misha, didn't he die?
Yeah, and then
I
he came
remember.
back.
Then they brought him back. Same
Yeah,
thing.
but also Jinpachi, he technically came back, but he wasn't from a previous game. He was just lore-wise, but he hasn't made it back since outside of a spinoff. So again, like even then, if you're going to have your character die and come back, then at least make a real reasonable story judgment for it. But again, Mortal Kombat storytelling has been honestly, you could make the argument it's been trash from the beginning, but I give the first first 4 games a pass because it was like the arcade era. It was a different time. The standard wasn't as high. Then you get to the 3D era, and that's where the problems begin, and it's been downhill ever since because they can't commit to a direction. We're going to kill off the main character, introduce a new character. Did that go anywhere? No. Let's abandon that idea and introduce a new character.
Did
that go anywhere?
That's
no.
the fans, though.
What the fuck do the fans have to do with it?
The fans are the ones who they demand. Oh no,
Are
we
they
don't
the
want
ones writing the stories?
It's this, but I mean, if they planned on killing him off and all of that, and the fans are having an issue with it, then it's like, okay, then we got to fix this to appease the fans.
Then
it's
how
the
about
same
you
thing
write
they
a better
did.
story?
It's the same thing they did with Dragon Ball Z. Same thing they did with Dragon Ball Z. They tried to kill off Goku and give somebody else a shine. Fans revolted, so then they had to bring him back, change the story, make it all about them again. Like that's literally
here's
what happened.
Here's a one-to-one comparison then. Let's go back to Tekken. Kazuya was like pretty much the main character for Tekken's 1 and 2. They replaced him with Jin Kazama in 3, and yeah, Kazuya came back, but he's still not the central main protagonist. And that worked just fine.
But they have to change the story to appease the fans, though.
Which game are you talking?
What, in Mortal Kombat?
But again, the fans are not the factor here. And again, even if you want to make that argument, if you wrote your story well enough, that wouldn't be a factor because the fans would accept it if it was told well enough.
Fans would not accept them.
So you're going to sit here and tell me that Mortal Kombat Deception had an actual good story writing? Where you're literally just going from one place to one place just to justify it being a tutorial mode? And then all of a sudden, hey, I need to find this artifact. Oh, there it is, right behind me in this pool of whatever.
Jada Goddess says Mortal Kombat got the best servers, though.
I mean, that's good to know, but ain't nobody playing that fucking game. So Mortal Kombat is up there with Xbox for me of just L after L, and it has not stopped. It's taken a while for it to actually feel the effects, but Mortal Kombat 1. When that dropped, that was it. That series is it's practically dead at this point. It's probably going to make some kind of a comeback with a Mortal Kombat 13 or whatever the fuck. But at this point, does anybody really want that? Because you made a reboot. You had the opportunity to wipe away every storytelling mistake that you made up until this point. And what did they do? They did what they always do and don't commit to the direction of what they set themselves up for. And then there's like, okay, well, this is technically still canon. Let's talk about this multiverse timeline. Let's bring back these characters from this other universe that nobody asked for. And then you had the opportunity to actually commit to your direction again with a paid story DLC. Thanks for that, NetherRealm Studios. And did they actually commit to their universe? No, they doubled down even more on their multiverse and timeline stuff. So once again, they're the ones who don't know what the fuck they want or what the fans want. They just keep doing whatever. They can't commit to a direction. So here we are with this movie, with the actual Mortal Kombat 2 movie. And I want to give it a shot, but I'm not faithful because the first one wasn't good to begin with. It's going to be better, sure. I feel like that goes without saying, but is it going to be up to code? Absolutely not. We've had good video game movies. We've had Street Fighter Assassin's Fist. We've had the Mario movies. We've had the Sonic movies. I don't buy crap anymore from these people. Do better. It's your job to deliver your product. I should not be able to make a better Mortal Kombat movie than you, who's getting paid the big bucks to do it.
I think it's going to be a good movie.
Good for you, Tori.
I think it's going to be a good movie.
I'm with you, Tori.
You know.
I did like this question I saw from Marcelo in the chat. Since we're on the topic of video games and movies, what video games would you guys make into a movie?
I mean, look, I've got my handful of dreams now.
Let's see.
I got one.
You go for it.
I would make a better and more accurate Uncharted movie.
Okay.
Oh.
I love Uncharted. I haven't personally played it myself, but I've watched David play it. And you know what? I have played a couple levels like when he wasn't looking, but I think it's one of like the most captivating adventure games I've ever seen. And the movie that they did was just garbage, just awful. I would redo an Uncharted movie, not cast Tom Holland, definitely not casting Mark Wahlberg, and be completely accurate to the video game, which I don't understand why they just didn't take the video game, copy and paste that into a script.
Now, that's a very important topic.
And just move on.
Honestly, this ties into a lot of stuff. So, I mean, with whatever it is, whether it's Mortal Kombat, Tekken, Street Fighter, the Devil May Cry Season 2 that we're going to talk about a little bit later, but it gets into that question of how do you adapt something? But again, it's like, if you're just going to do like the same thing, tell you what, here's another example. The Yakuza series actually has another like film project that they're starting to put out.
Would that be the game you turn into a movie? The Yakuza? Well,
not me personally, because the games already tell their own stories really well. Like you could almost consume it as a movie. But if I had that task, I would low-key try to present the story in a way that you haven't seen it before to a certain extent. There's a level of faithfulness that you have to capture, but if you're just making it exactly the same, it would be great to see, but at the same time, where do you draw that line? So for projects that I would do, I'm with Vince Art's Metroid is my favorite series. I've been dreaming about making a Metroid film series or show or whatever for the longest time, and I've got my own approach to it. Making a Tekken series would be fantastic. I'd love that, but hey, give me another Tekken Bloodline, and I'll be happy for that. I could do a Mortal Kombat film series. I could do it pretty fucking well. I'm just saying. Those are like my main big fish I would love to do.
What about you, Tori?
That's a tough one. I definitely would like to see a Halo movie with a better budget. maybe a Gears of War with a better budget. Trying to think.
Well, while you're thinking of that, Raven, you say, I don't know why Halo gets a series on Netflix, but Metroid can't. I can explain that. Sadly, because Metroid games don't sell like that. They should. It would be fantastic if they did. But for some reason, like Metroid Dread, to this date, it's the highest selling Metroid game. And that's only crossed about 3 million plus sales.
Yeah. I mean, Halo is a bigger franchise overall.
Exactly, yeah.
It had a TV show on Paramount, didn't it?
Halo did, yeah. I don't think it was great though. I think people kind of.
I wouldn't mind seeing a. What if they had like a Kingdom Hearts movie?
Oh, that would be hard.
That'd be fun.
I want to talk about some of the ones that people have said in the chat. Julian said a Legend of Zelda movie.
Oh, of course.
Oh, they're doing that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Renjutsu said Parasite Eve. I'm not familiar with that game.
Yeah, I know what it is.
Jada Goddess said Ghost of Tsushima.
Mm-hmm.
And then Shadow Brohan, which I would love to see this, a Super Smash Brothers movie.
Oh.
That would just be crazy, all those properties
Somebody
together.
made an AI one.
An AI Super Smash Bros. Movie?
Yeah, with that new little AI the app that they got out now.
I mean, on the one hand, nice. On the other hand, ew.
Andrew Rang says, yeah, it's live action, sadly. What's live action?
Is that the Halo?
I think
Is that the Halo?
The Halo.
Oh, okay.
There actually is a good Halo live action they did though. It was on YouTube. It was like a short film or something. You remember that? It was years ago.
I seen it.
Yeah.
Alpha Young Delete says, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas show.
That was pretty much Free Guy.
Yeah.
I see what you're trying to
That
do.
was
We made a San Andreas short film way back in the day. So nice little deep cut.
Yeah, low-key, one of our first videos was like a GTA, like San Andreas live action.
Pretty much.
Thing, yeah.
Vince Art says Street Fighter with John Cena as Guile or Bison. Thank you, because I still maintain they casted the wrong person. They should have got John Cena to play Bison, and it would have worked way better.
I agree, actually, because the person they got, he's not.
You're not much of a John Cena fan, though.
I'm not.
Me
but
neither.
He
but
does.
He would be a good casting for
He'd be
Bison.
good casting, and just the build. The guy
Let me see what Bison looks like.
is a good actor, but he's just very scrawny. And I don't know if he doesn't even look like he can put on muscle.
And it makes sense that you would get somebody who has that physique because Bison is a character that's obsessed with overwhelming power.
Oh, then why would they pick the scrawniest actor they could find?
Because he's a popular villain actor. So I
He
get
is,
it. But at the same time, no. And they don't have Sagat in the movie.
This
the
guy?
fuck? Yeah. And then look who they cast.
Okay. Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, even I know that's not gonna work. Let me see anything else in the comments. Jada Goddess also said Mass Effect, Horizon Zero Dawn, and a better Silent Hill movie. Y'all have been throwing some good movies in the chat.
Here's another one that I would wanted to do. I actually wanted to make this short film in my high school years. A Ninja Gaiden movie series, but adaptations of the first 3 games on the NES. And give it the same kind of flavor as the modern Ninja Gaiden action games. That would have been really dope.
What if they did?
Love you, Jada Goddess.
You know what? I wouldn't mind if they did a Call of Duty Zombies movie.
I'd watch that.
That'd be cool.
Speaking of zombies, a Resident Evil zombie movie is in the works. And the director actually made a point about how if you're going to make a video game movie, the people in charge should actually play the games.
Ooh, that's
now, I know this
our next topic.
Goes without saying, but we see how things work. You're about to have a new Xbox head that doesn't have any experience in the gaming industry, so go figure.
Yeah. You mentioned Resident Evil, right?
Yes.
We might as well just go ahead into the Requiem reviews, right?
Hey, look, I've got my discount Leon Fit on right now, so hell yeah.
All right, so Capcom has another hit on its hands with Resident Evil Requiem. Critics are calling it the best entry in a decade, specifically praising the dual protagonist system that contrasts Leon Kennedy's high-octane action with newcomer Grace Ashcroft's intense stealth horror segments. Joe, you think that this is a contender for Game of the Year, right?
Oh, 100%.
Please talk to us.
Okay, I mean...
How the reviews looking?
Yeah.
Oh, across the board, you're looking at 9s, 9.5s to 10s. Across the board.
Wow. For RE9?
Yes. Okay. For Resident Evil Requiem, so far, we're looking at damn near 10s out of 10s all across the board. And from a business standpoint, let's also be real. Jeff Keighley's been hyping this game up, since it was announced. So, and he's running the Game Awards. It's going to be a nominee for sure. It might get beat out by some random, indie title or something, but definitely a contender. It's getting the nomination. But I kid you not, y'all. If I go upstairs after this stream is over and at midnight, that game is available to play on my Steam library. It's been nice knowing y'all. It's going to be a while. Tori, I hope you find the One Piece. I hope the next Harry Potter is as good as the last one. I hope Drake actually puts out some good music. I'll see y'all again when I win that bet for that $100 when the Michael movie drops. But
we'll miss you.
It's going to be a while.
That's crazy.
We'll miss you, Joe.
Yes, appreciate it. Thank you.
Vince Arts is shouting out the drip, Tori.
Appreciate it.
Texas Kazoku says, I can't wait to play it.
Oh, wait, is that Texas Otaku?
Oh, is it?
Texas Kaizoku.
Zoku?
Hold on, I think it is. Oh, hold on. I don't know if it is or not, but we'll see. We'll see. Go ahead. You can keep moving.
Appreciate you being here either way.
Yeah,
Either way.
Either way, welcome. Thanks for being
Appreciate
here.
it.
Yeah, but to gush a little bit more about Resident Evil Requiem, you've got to
We know that's your baby.
Look, you've got to give credit to, like I said, when it comes to Japanese developed games, and I hate to make this an East versus West thing, but the level of detail and artistry behind everything is looking top notch. The sound design is crazy. The fact that, like, you know how you play a zombie game and it's like almost copy and paste how every of them work, and then you have like your spitter zombies or your big fat zombies. But in this one, like, damn near a great majority of the enemies are like their own class because they retain aspects of who they were or what they were doing before they became zombified.
Oh, that's really cool.
So if you were like...
Wait, say that one more time?
Okay, so put it this way. If you were like a maid or like cleaning before you got infected with this new virus, you'd become a zombie, but you'd still be obsessed with that little thing that you were doing. But now you're just lacking coordination, and then you'd still try to eat people. So you're going to have like way more enemy variety throughout the game because you'll have like a dude who was a butcher who's like still obsessed with butchering. Or you'll have a zombie that's obsessed with turning off lights.
Or like if a zombie was like twerking or something before they got turned.
Basically, yes. Okay. There'll be a
twerking zombie.
I'll keep an eye out for you.
Let me know.
Look, I'm going to force y'all to
play. I'm
going to force y'all to play the game on stream anyway, so you'll see for yourselves. But anyway,
why was that your first example?
He said almost anything. I just wanted to see how far we would,
Okay.
Just curious.
Well, we know what
I might play the game.
Okay.
We know what Asia would be doing. Dave would be crying in the car because Drake put out another flop. It is what it is. So.
Drake turned into a zombie or something like that. Would you still try to save him, Dave?
And even here's the other great part about it. Now, it works for me because people have debated about Resident Evil where it focuses too much on action, if it focuses too much on horror. I love both. So I'm going to enjoy the hell out of this game, but it'll be great for y'all too because Grace Ashcroft is such a fraidy cat. You'll have a character you can relate to, and then when Leon's on screen, you get to take a break and then take out all your vengeance on the characters that were scaring the shit out of you a few minutes ago.
Can Jada Guys wants to know when the game comes out?
Like tomorrow, and I don't know why it's not in my hands right now because I deserve it and I'm a good boy. I pay my taxes. I wish I was playing it right now.
This art says, and the fact that you could take some of the weapons from the zombies, like the chainsaw.
You can.
So you can as a character in the game, you can take weapons from the zombies and fight with them.
A zombie with a chainsaw.
Like you do
a counter kill him.
If this wasn't horror, it sounds so fun. I just hate that it's a horror game.
Well, you're going to play it anyway. So
I know, but the Black Up says, what's up? What's up, Black Up?
Black Up.
I was watching my buddy play last night, and it was...
Jada Goddess says I can take that ass and start twerking too. Period. Okay. Tori, David, any thoughts about the Resident Evil Requiem game?
So the last Resident Evil game that I played was Resident Evil 4. So that shows you how long ago that is. We're on 9 now.
Yeah. Well, you also played Resident Evil 7 for a little bit.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, when I say play, I mean like beat and play. Yeah. I actually played
You've completed a whole game through?
Yes, but Resident Evil 4, I will say, is a lot more action heavy. It's not as scary as some of the other entries. It's still really good entry. But
what's like the jump scare ratio?
It's not too bad. I also play with the lights on. So,
I
had like some parameters in place. But I am excited because when Resident Evil 4, the main character, Leon, and Leon is back in RE9, so
and
I'm excited.
Pretty much stronger than ever.
Okay, yeah, and I saw he got a little beard now and stuff. You know,
his knees ain't quite what they used to be, but he's still kicking ass.
Leon looks like homeless Paul Phoenix.
Want to hit the chat real quick? Darren Awesome Joe, he says you might be able to play it now if you change your region on your console. But don't you dare, because you still got 55 more minutes left in this stream. So you sit your butt there.
And we need you to finish those captions and stuff. Once you do those and stuff, once you do that in the stream, then you can...
Sat it down, Joe.
There you go.
Sat it down. And then Andrew Range 20 says, I love me some Resident Evil, but please, Capcom, give some more love to the other IPs. Like, I might butcher this, Ashura's Wrath.
Ashura's Wrath. Yeah.
Ashura's Wrath, Darkstalkers. David, you made a noise.
Capcom is sitting on so many franchises. They literally only put effort into what? Monster Hunter, Resident Evil, Street Fighter.
I was on Monster Hunter last night.
That might be it.
Well, they've got a new one coming out, which is Pragmata. That's like a brand new IP, yeah.
Got it.
They have a demo out, and it was pretty fun.
Listen, I'm cool with that. I'm just saying Capcom has some really dope games. Remember Okami?
Yeah, actually, they're developing a new Okami game.
Okay, so maybe they're doing it now.
But here's the thing. We're infinitely in a better spot than where Capcom was. You remember like the on-disc DLC Crapcom era.
I do.
We've come a long way.
What do you call it? Crapcom?
Crapcom,
You have a name for everything. Crapcom, Trashbox.
I can't
Burger.
I can't take credit for that
one.
No, before it was the Cap Gods. Then it was Crapcom. I can't take credit for it, but we're back to the Cap God era.
Okay.
Okay, so as long as there's a couple franchises that I personally want, I'll say now my number one franchise I want from Capcom is Power Stone.
Yeah. I mean,
bring it back.
And again, it's not outside the realm of possibility because remember, they put out the fighting collection and they had Power Stones, I think both 1 and 2 on it.
Yeah.
So generating interest on it, you never know.
And also Mega Man, they kind of don't show Mega Man any love.
No, they're definitely focusing on Mega Man.
There's a Mega Man game coming too?
Yeah, there's one coming out.
Okay, so Capcom is bringing back their old franchise.
Capcom's doing, and can we just say, the RE engine, Capcom's engine that they're using for their games, so fucking beautiful, so top notch. No, they've been killing it.
My hot girl wife wants to know, will this game correlate to the previous, like, story-wise?
Oh, of course. Like, since it's like the 30th anniversary, it's going to tie back to stuff that happened in Resident Evil 2 and 3 because you're going back to Raccoon City after it was nuked. So, and then there's a whole lot of story. Huh?
What's left?
I mean, yeah, but there's tons of story implications. I've actually seen some spoilers because everybody's leaked the whole fucking game online right now. But either way, I'm here for the total experience. Orion asks, Joe, what's your opinion on Resident Evil 6? I enjoyed Resident Evil 6. I did not mind the action focus at all. I just think that the game lacks polish a little bit, just in the sense that there's some frame rate issues and some of the controls are a little clunky. But that's from somebody who started with Resident Evil 3 Remake. So I'm a little spoiled, admittedly. But I still really enjoyed it. I thought it was great.
Wigfall says, I want to watch the RE9 stream. Who do I follow to watch it? We will be doing that, Wigfall. Just follow Trap Team on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube.
Yeah.
We're going to start streaming from our Trap Team Facebook page starting next stream. So we'll be posting updates about that to keep y'all in the loop.
Yeah. Now, I'm thinking we'll probably decide whether or not we want to do a full playthrough or at least give y'all a taste of it. I know I'll be playing it on my own time, and y'all don't want to see me because I'm not going to get scared. But
they may want to see that still.
I mean, possibly.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, look, we can switch controllers.
We need to do some gaming test streams anyway.
Yes, 100%.
Why don't you just play during a test stream, and then for the real one, we'll do the whole bells and whistles and other.
I'd be down. Now, I will say, look, if you want to watch some good streamers, of course, everybody's going to be streaming the game. So if you want to watch them first and then come back and get our perspective, you're more than welcome to. It's an open market here. So
it'll be good. Texas Kazoku says, will there be bingo?
You know what? I hadn't thought of it, but I like the way you're thinking. I'm going to have to put some bingo cards together.
Snow Dude says, I remember that time, early 2010s, Capcom era was very weird. During that time, they was really focused on doing westernized reboots.
Yeah. There was Devil May Cry. See, here's the one that we really need to see.
Oh, want to move to that next?
I need a Devil May Cry 6.
I do too.
But in the meantime, we do have a Devil May Cry Season 2 coming to Netflix?
Yeah, let's talk about it. So the Devil May Cry animated series, is set to premiere on May 12th, 2026. Netflix recently dropped a sneak peek featuring Dante putting his signature handguns, Ebony and Ivory, to the test. Premiere is set for May 12th, 2026, and will feature heavy sibling rivalry between Dante and Virgil.
And look,
I think it's Heard of Hydrate.
Okay.
Now, I'm a total Virgil stan, so this is right up my alley. From that little clip that they put out where Dante is testing out the guns, look like pure Devil May Cry 3, Devil May Cry 5 action, stylish, all that good stuff. So for me, I am not one of these people that is complaining so hard because it's not following the story piece by piece to the games. And this is the point that I was bringing up to you, where, again, you can play, what's it called? Devil May Cry 1, 3, you can just skip 2, 5, 4, and you will get a full-blown story that is basically its own movie or TV show. So I don't necessarily need it to emulate every single story beat. It's clearly taking it in a different direction, but at the same time, those other games and those other stories still exist. So we'll be okay. We can handle something a little different so long as the changes make sense and they're still executed well. From when I first watched the series, I thought it held up. Although admittedly, I was watching it like late at night or before I had to go to work. So my vision I wasn't totally cognizant, but I did enjoy it. But I'm going to give it another watch and then I'll probably come back with a much more informed opinion. But just from what I'm seeing, I'm liking the direction it's going.
The Mask Unknown says, "What's up? I came across the Nuggets video on YouTube, and this is my first stream. Love the video."
Yo.
Well, welcome.
Appreciate
Thanks for coming.
Appreciate you coming through.
Chicken nugget video, babe. Look at you. And then the Black Up has a question for you, Joe. Why Virgil, though? He is DMC Sasuke.
Because he's the dopest character. He is the strongest. Bro, why are we even having this conversation? Virgil is dope as shit. The way he handles the Yamato, you don't even need any other weapons in your arsenal. He's got the samurai moves down. He can do the meme. He can do the meme where people will take a katana and they'll go like this, and then the orange just slices itself. That's Virgil. That's his life. He does that every day. The dope ass coat, the slick back hair, his voice, where it's like super high pitched and he sounds like a bitch, but he's so badass it doesn't even bother you. Come on. His devil form, judgment cut end. His quotes, bro, Virgil is the dopest character in DMC. Dante, close second, but come on. As soon as Virgil's in there, the game is a 10 out of 10. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
I agree with Joe about Virgil. Virgil is dope.
Okay.
One thing too about the DMC trailer, I don't know if do you guys remember the YouTube channel? They're still actually active. So I don't want to say used to like they're not anymore, but Corridor Digital.
Yeah. So
they did a video years ago with Freddie W, who is more of a retired YouTuber, but Freddie W used to do a bunch of action videos. So he did one with, what's it called? With Corridor Digital years ago.
Yeah.
Called Tactical. So they actually took some of the choreography from that. So to my knowledge, not Capcom, but the creators of the Devil May Cry show, contacted them, got permission to basically use that. So I gotta send you Tactical. It's the video. Basically Tactical was like a really cool gun art video where he's flipping the gun around, all the stuff that Dante does. But basically that scene is dang near like a bar for bar reference scene, similar to when JJK referenced, what movie was that, Tori? Or Kill Bill.
Yeah.
Recently. Kind of like that. So I have to send you that.
Now, which one did they use? Which DMC did they use it for?
No, for this one. In that
okay.
trailer, when he's doing all that stuff, that's all from Tactical, the video I'm talking about.
Okay.
But to my knowledge, they contacted the creators to get permission and everything. So,
which is the right thing to do.
For sure. And if you're going to copy a scene, that is a dope scene to do. And
but even without that context, it still felt like
100%.
spot on DMC to me.
I didn't know until someone else in the comments had said something about it and stuff.
That's a good sign.
Yeah.
All right, the Black Up says he's so strong, but he can't beat his bro, though.
Okay, see, you getting hung up on details here, all right? I'm going to need you to
that
chill.
That might be in more detail,
now, first
right?
off, technically, he kind of did beat him in 5 a little bit because he got up first when Nero came in and bitch slapped the both of them.
Oh, we making excuses.
So, look here.
It's kind of like Bash the Stampede and his brother.
See, I hear hatred in your voices right now. I hear nothing but haterade.
You would know what hate would sound like, Joe.
Oh, exactly.
Know.
So I know it when I see it.
Takes one to know one, huh?
I'm going to need y'all to look. Virgil was still putting in work. Matter of fact, Virgil fuck you, fuck you.
At least he still has Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Marcelo says, by the way, I saw you guys on TikTok about Superman's dog. Been a fan ever since.
Oh,
Love being here,
appreciate
seeing
that.
the stream.
Appreciate
I
it.
love it.
Thank you.
Hey, that was your video, Asia.
It might have been.
Yeah, when you were
We did several dogs.
Well, you were going on about how much you liked the dog, and Joseph made you hate it. So it might have been that, but y'all
It
was
might
going
have been
back.
one of ours.
I think it was a video that y'all was going back and forth about.
But no, real talk. I love all of y'all that come into the chat and talk about
Real.
like which videos brought y'all here. That's like really dope because we post a lot of clips.
Yeah, if anybody else has any clips that they remember that they discovered us
Please
from,
drop it in
please
the
let
chat.
us know.
Share
We're
your
curious to
story.
know where you guys.
Please drop it in the chat.
Darren the Awesome says Freddie W making a comeback. David, that'd be dope. Freddie W was awesome. I love this channel. Long story short, but Freddie W actually was an inspiration a little bit for Trapped in Anime to a certain degree. He gave us some really good advice when we first started the channel. So Freddie W is a good guy. We met him at a convention.
Yeah, I wasn't there, but
You weren't there, but it was
Yeah.
me and another guy we used to work with.
Brother, he can be putting on all the work he wants. The fact that he lost his brother, a guy that Virgil thinks is inferior to him, that speaks volumes. That came from Leo Arts 2217.
And you know what? I think some of y'all just need to understand what Virgil's about, because y'all just see the surface level. Y'all don't think about the substance in between it. See, Virgil is all about obtaining power, not just for himself, but to protect the people that he cares about, at no matter the cost, even if the cost is directly stabbing the people that you care about. So sometimes you just got to make the moves that you need. So, you know,
So
Virgil's...
it's pretty much Cain and Abel.
See?
That's not
exactly.
bad.
Deep biblical references. That's good writing right there.
There was a few comments from someone.
Yeah, I want to go
Sorry.
up here. Okay, so the Black Ops says, no hate, Virgil is cool, not gonna lie. But Dante is that guy though. Plus, Joe, you're my sensei. I found y'all through Anime Street Survival and the
Hey.
Weave Dealer.
Hey, appreciate it.
All right. Toys and Tits says, love this blurred experience. We need more of this. This is really,
Thank you.
this is a good space. Wickfall says, Dante and Virgil have beaten each other in 1, 3, and 5.
Yeah.
Correct?
They got history.
And then Marcella says, yeah, it was actually when there was a debate over Airbud and crypto made me laugh out loud. Okay. Another time Tori made me scream.
Oh.
I was just speaking facts.
I was in my soft girl era until you said that mess. Raven Dye Black says, I saw Joe snippets on Facebook asking random fans questions a few years ago. Saw you guys on shirts on YouTube, and I was hooked after hearing Tori and Joe's rants. LOL, I've been hooked ever since and literally looked to see if you guys streamed anywhere. And I saw Twitch today, and that's why I'm here.
Oh, y'all
appreciate
fans.
it.
Thank you. That means a lot. Wow. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank
all
you.
these stories. Hold on. Darren also says, I first saw Joe giving out Anime Street Survival Tactics and was hooked with the comedy gold ever since. Also seeing David say, damn, about Tori's age.
Oh, that clip. Oh, okay.
Alberto says, I found you guys through Anime Street Survival skits. Wow.
The Anime
Nice.
Street
And then
Survival.
Pepperoni, good luck on your exam. We love you.
Good
Good
luck.
luck. Appreciate you.
You can do it. You got it.
You got this in the bag.
Okay. Any other thoughts on Devil May Cry?
I'm excited. I can't wait to see it.
Type. Yeah, very hype.
Okay. All right. What do we have
It's
to say,
going to
Joe?
be interesting because sadly Kevin Conroy had a role in it, but
Yeah.
he's not. Of course, he's not with us anymore. So curious to see how they handle that. But you know,
Yeah, he had kind of a smaller role. He played the detective police
yeah.
person, right? Okay. He did great in that too.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's
Yeah.
Kevin
No,
goddamn
he's-
Conroy.
No, he's the GOAT.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
All right. Let's talk about
And
some
Snow Dude
more
says,
anime.
first saw you guys from the anime hot takes video.
Nice.
There we go.
And then Zaya 2A, if you got it.
Yeah, Zaya2X says, first time I saw y'all was arguing about who was better in Tekken.
I mean, there's no argument there, but I appreciate you pulling up for that.
All right.
Thank you. You know what? You come on.
That's funny.
Okay. All right.
That's
Let's
the old way. That's the old days.
You ain't touched the game since. Don't even.
I've been on there.
talk about
I gotta get a
Amazon
better
Prime.
computer now.
Prime Video.
Let's talk about it.
Okay, so Prime Video is reportedly making a serious push to become the preferred global destination for anime, aiming to compete directly with Netflix and Crunchyroll.
It's a
So,
tall order.
oh yeah, they want to be the main streaming hub for anime.
Amazon dorky as hell for that.
Oh wait,
Let me see.
y'all don't believe
If they
the
listen,
ambition?
if they want to be the main, I need them to change their interface because I don't like the user interface.
Isn't Prime Video part of the big three?
Isn't Prime? Hold up now. Isn't Prime Video also the same one that you got to pay a subscription for, and then occasionally you still got to go in and pay for what you already paying a subscription for?
Okay, yes and no. Yeah. Because you can still buy. Amazon is like it's a streaming service. You can still buy other stuff. So there's the Prime stuff, but you can still buy like a movie that just came out. So it's kind of like
I specifically recall I still had to pay for some movies that had been out for a long ass time.
Well, they have that, but that's every.
But there's a free to me section though.
Yeah,
like,
and they have
it's easy to find.
That's it.
How about if I'm paying a goddamn subscription? How about you just give me all the shit on the service?
I know, but it's almost like the way they do it is different than Netflix, where you still have the option to rent and buy stuff. So
it's like that on YouTube as well.
There was shit that was not an option for me to just watch it with the subscription. I already had the subscription and was still trying to make me pay.
I don't know what you was doing, bro. I never had that.
I was using Amazon Prime.
You must have been in the buy or rent section when you was looking at stuff.
Okay, so back to
I'm gonna pull up Prime Video right now and double check this.
All right, so back to the anime thing. Sorry, we get.
Okay, just in my opinion, with anime being so big, so mainstream now, every major streaming service platform needs to have an anime section to stay afloat. Mm-hmm. I mean, even Tubi got anime. So don't you guys think that like they could possibly be a real threat to Netflix or Crunchyroll?
I feel like if Prime wants to be the #1 source for anime watching, they're gonna need a different app for if they're doing anime, because there's so much anime out there, and you're claiming
a different app.
They
need like an Amazon anime app.
They gonna need that because there's a lot of anime out there, and if you're saying that you're going to be the main source, that's a lot.
I don't think they're saying they're going to have all of it.
They want to be. They're talking about like expanding anime exclusive, investing in more original productions, and building strong partnerships with Japanese studios.
Wait, why would you need a separate app for that though?
Like because if they're going to be the main source, that means that they're going to take the existing anime they're on these other apps and put it on their platform.
Okay, I think. No, right? I don't think they're saying that they're going to be the #1. I think they're saying, I'm not #1 as far as like the only. I think they're just saying we want to compete and beat them. Mm-hmm. Not necessarily that they have no content on Crunchyroll and it's dead.
No, I'm not saying that there's nothing on Crunchyroll. I'm talking about
they do want to be the go-to hub though for anime.
If they want to be the go-to hub, that's what I'm saying. They need to have their library has to be extensive.
Why do you need a separate app if they already have a streaming app? Why would you need a separate app for that?
That'd be a lot to navigate if they have
Search
all the
categories.
Yeah,
that seems kind of crazy to have a separate app just for a genre. Like that's like, hey, you want to watch a documentary on Netflix? Here's the documentary Netflix app.
Respectfully, the Amazon user interface is way better than Crunchyroll. So people will be able to navigate Amazon.
Oh yeah, Crunchyroll.
I hate getting on Crunchyroll.
No, wait a minute. It depends on what you want, because when I'm on it, I don't have those issues.
What are you using it on?
I'll be on the Xbox with it.
Okay, Xbox. Okay.
Okay,
so
hold on.
I think go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Y'all be with the browser?
No, on Google. This is on Google. We have a Chromecast, whatever. But in general, I would say even when it comes to their mobile app, Crunchyroll is not a great video app compared to like other ones to me. But back to the topic at hand, though. Mm-hmm. Asia, you were asking about, is this a good thing overall, though? But wouldn't this be a good thing for just us in general? It's like it's just more anime. So why would we? I mean, right? I mean,
new anime too.
Yeah, I mean, I have an issue with Amazon doing their little AI dub. If they're done with the AI stuff with anime,
that'd be fantastic.
Then 100%, like, why would we not want more anime? Like Netflix is investing like, money into working with studios directly, like with Studio and stuff like that. Why would we not want that on the other side with Amazon working directly with Mappa or, any other, anime studios? To me, it just means more anime. I don't have a problem with it outside of Amazon's whole little AI dub stuff they were doing with anime. If they cut that, I'm cool. Mm-hmm. Why not? It's more anime.
As anime fans, are y'all willing to add another subscription just for some exclusives?
Everybody already got it.
I got Prime for the packages, and the video was just came free.
Hey, look, if I'm paying for Prime, I shouldn't have to pay anything additional in an app that I'm already paying for. So if they can fix that shit, then we'll be.
But does your Prime have ads?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Wait a minute. It's made like that, Joe. It's like by design.
I think it does.
That's the problem.
I think you're missing the whole.
I think you're missing the whole point. If I'm already paying for your subscription service, I shouldn't have to pay anything else. I already got the whole included service.
But what if you want to rent a movie?
It should just be. What the fuck do I have the app for?
No. If you want to rent another movie that they don't have a license for, just in general, like, and it's not on any streaming service.
And plus,
isn't it nice to be able to purchase or rent it right in the app?
Plus, that Prime has that they have like they got like Showtime and all that other stuff.
Oh, you mean
so
that
like,
you can add?
Yeah, so like a lot of the stuff you was probably watching had to do with those other properties that are within Prime that you have to pay extra for.
This all sounds incredibly convoluted when I could just be paying for one single service. And
I think you're blowing this issue out of proportion, Joe, by a lot. Like,
look. So what you want me to do? Just keep paying for more and more shit?
No, what I'm saying is like Amazon's.
This is funny coming from the dude who got rid of his Game Pass because they didn't want to pay more. Now, what's up with that?
No, I'm not saying pay more.
That means now he has.
But you want me to pay more for Amazon Prime?
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying
that. Is that an Amazon check in your pocket?
I'm giving an example of saying there might be a scenario. there might be a scenario where you want to rent a movie that's not on any streaming service. And you can do it all within the same app. You don't have to leave and go to YouTube to rent a movie or whatever. That's all I'm saying.
It's like a full circle moment. Yeah. We're getting back to having cable.
Well, hold on. No, we ain't doing all that.
That's what it kind of feels like.
No, I can't. I can't go that far. Those are trash days. No, I can't do that.
You didn't have cable.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
You didn't have it.
You played yourself.
You didn't have to deal with that.
I went over friends' houses. Okay.
No, they was complaining.
Listen, I don't want them commercials and stuff. And timing, I don't want to have to go back into the days you have to like schedule when to watch TV and stuff. Like, I got to be at this time, I can't believe we used to.
That's when TiVo. But that's when TiVo came out.
I did used to rush home to watch Degrassi.
Yeah, I'm not doing all that stuff. Rush. I got a life. I got too much stuff to do to be scheduling my life.
But that's when they came out with TiVo, where you could record your episodes and watch them later.
Marcelo said in the chat, I'm trying to get into anime, but I don't know where to start. You guys got any good suggestions?
One Piece.
Hold on. We should maybe ask what genres you like in other.
Yes, let's understand who they are first.
Do you like romance? Yeah, do you like romance? Do you like action? Like, give us some genres or movies you like.
What type of story you look for? Are you looking for something inspirational? Or are you looking
something
for
darker, mature, silly,
humorous?
Yeah. Throw us out there. We'll try to help.
Personally, I like animes that remind me of like a live action show. So if you got like a good live action show that you like, I can recommend an anime for that.
Do you have an example, Asia, of an anime that you like?
Like for example, I really like detective and mystery shows like Sherlock, so I would recommend Moriarty the Patriot for your anime viewing pleasure.
But you don't like Case Closed?
Unless you ever seen it.
I haven't seen that one. Have you recommended it to me?
Yeah, I think I have. It's older, but it's still running right now.
Send me a link on
Case Closed.
IG.
It's on Netflix.
Okay. Darren Austin told Marcelo to start with Naruto and Yu Yu Hakusho's. They are very easy to get into and fall in love with for new anime watchers.
Yes, Yu Yu Hakusho.
It's Yo Yo Hakusho.
Yu Yu Hakusho.
I said what I said.
Yu Yu Hakusho is one of my personal favorites. I've actually low-key been binging. Well, not so much binging, but reminiscing on some of my favorite arcs. So, yeah.
Would you recommend it as a starter anime?
Oh, hell yeah. Of course. Start to finish.
Tori, do you have a starter anime to recommend? That's not One Piece?
That's not One Piece?
That's not One Piece. Just before we throw them into One Piece, we just want to...
Objectively speaking, that's really not even a good recommendation for your first anime. Like,
I wish it was my first anime.
I know you love One Piece, but I don't think recommending anybody like, hey, I never watched any anime.
It depends.
Like, hey,
but commit your life to 2,000
the longest
episodes.
one ever. I think that's kind of a tall order. So nothing wrong with the quality. I'm just saying that's a big thing for someone who's never watched anime.
Start them off with like an OVA.
Yeah, it's almost like, exactly. We need to give them a nice little 12-episode anime.
Or just a movie. Like the original Ghost in the Shell. That's a fantastic one. If you love sci-fi, cyberpunk, stories about transhumanism and cyborgs, existential questions about the nature of existence, come on.
I'll give you mentions Fearing, so that's another people.
I'll give you another one. That's a good one. It's an isekai anime.
Okay, here we go.
The time
I was reincarnated as a slime. Listen, it is an amazing anime. It is my number one favorite isekai anime. They actually have another season coming out this April, I believe, and it'll be one of the longest running seasons they've had.
Got a check from the studio in your pocket or something?
Hey man, get out my pocket!
You can't like something.
I would just recommend Moriarty the Patriot for like a first time anime watcher. If you don't fully understand like the full tropes of anime, I think Moriarty the Patriot's like a really good sign-in anime for just like storytelling, getting like really pumped up, because the episodes really make you angry at rich people, and not like people who are rich because they worked hard for them, and like rich people who are.
How often do you run into those? But
I mean, like rich people who are just like evil and just do awful things, similar
That's,
to what we see going on in the world. So if you want to get mad and eat the rich, watch Moriarty the Patriot.
Asia, I'm gonna be real about this too, because again, Yu Yu Hakusho, one of my favorites, and my favorite arc in the show has some of that. And it's hitting different because of current events, to the point where I'm watching it, I'm like, oh yeah, this is so exaggerated. This could never happen.
Now we need Moriarty right now.
What the fuck do these people know? Because
I'm
this
with
is
you.
too accurate. What's going on here?
I'm with you.
These people know.
David, what would
This
you
is too
recommend
accurate.
What was that? Oh, probably
for starter?
Gurren Lagann.
Fantastic.
I feel like it's not too long.
Absolutely.
I think it's pretty. It's not a super complicated story, but it's good. It has really good characters, good action.
Great message.
Great message. So I would say either that, or personally, I'd recommend one of my favorites, Death Note. I think that's a good one. Again, not a long anime. I believe it's only.
That's your classic starter anime too.
Yeah, it's only like Alpha Yang Delete mentions Death Note too.
Yeah.
It's only like what? I think it's only like 70 something episodes. I gotta look it up, but it's not long. It's like under 100 episodes.
And the episodes flow so well
They do.
together.
Every episode is like a good cliffhanger.
Like
right?
you'll go through the episodes so fast, you'll be so surprised. Death Note was actually the starter anime David put me on when I wanted to get into it, because I had tried to watch My Hero Academia.
Yeah.
And I don't think shonen anime is for me. And I just wasn't a fan of just like the whole young boy training to have a quirk, but then he doesn't have a quirk, and now he's sad, and now he's crying.
And you also are not the biggest fan of like the goofiness in a shonen anime. Like you don't like almost a lot of shonen main characters are super, even Luffy is goofy. No shade. But like a lot of them are. You don't like the goofy.
I like serious anime
What about
characters.
Hunter x Hunter?
I haven't seen Hunter x Hunter.
Now, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to recommend this to y'all as well. Some people put it in the chat. Now, the main characters has got some goof to him, but there's a real deep substance behind him, too. He's got a lot. Trigun. Yes, Bash the Stampede. Trigun is a total classic for a reason. It's only like 50-something episodes.
They have the original, and then they have 2 seasons of the new reboot.
Yeah, I can't speak on those because I just haven't seen them yet.
I've been watching.
Would you consider a darker anime? I know Asia likes something on.
You like dark anime?
Dark, but like I said, it's balanced.
Okay,
it's really well balanced.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm pretty sure you've seen Parasite.
No.
No.
Parasite is fire though.
I thought I
Actually,
saw that one.
Parasite would be a good one for you to
maybe I
check
missed
out too. I think you might like Parasite, Asia. So, all right.
I'm gonna add it to my ever-growing anime list.
Watch list.
Yep. Vinland Saga's next on my list right now, so I'll work through my others. Okay.
Let's watch ReZero.
What's ReZero?
ReZero, main character. It's an isekai. Main character's ability is.
I haven't watched any isekais yet.
Time Out's reincarnated as slime.
Okay,
Asia will like it.
ReZero actually from concept.
But
actually sounds
ReZero. Okay, I'm writing it down.
Yeah, he.
It's kind of like a Groundhog's Day type of thing where this character dies and then keeps getting reborn and suffering with the trauma of that.
But he has like a save point, kind of.
Alpha Yang Delete says Sword Art Online. I've been hearing so much about Sword Art Online from the conventions we've been going to. Shadow Brohan says, Asia, you would like Black Butler, which I know about Black Butler.
You might like that one.
Okay,
too.
writing it down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna research all of these.
Indeed.
I know it was somebody else asked for anime recommendations, but I'm gonna join in too.
You'll take it.
I'll take it too.
Yeah.
Okay, next topic. Mayweather versus Pacquiao fight.
Oh boy.
So they're fighting again for like the first time in like over 10 years. It's set for September 19th at the Sphere in Las Vegas. Is this the rematch fans wanted, or is this 10 years too late?
It's a money grab.
Well, naturally, but at the same time, look, I'd rather watch that than another Jake Paul fight. Unless he gets knocked out like last time. But the point being, like, Mayweather versus Pacquiao was supposed to be the fight, because for one reason or another, everybody just wants to see Mayweather get knocked out. They want to see him lose. They thought that Pacquiao was it. And to some extent, people still felt like he had a shot because Pacquiao or Mayweather was doing a lot of clinching. So people were kind of annoyed by that. So if there's ever an opportunity to silence it, I still wonder why you waited so long, but here it is. So I'm definitely curious to check it out. If I got nothing else going on, I'll definitely check it out.
The bout is going to stream globally on Netflix. Do we foresee the same issues that we saw with the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight?
I certainly hope
Because
so.
that was a nightmare.
Servers crashing.
How
How
did the last one go? Because I was so disappointed by that Mike Tyson fight. I didn't bother watching the other one, but then ironically, that's the one that I should have watched. But
Oh, you talking about Anthony Joshua?
yeah,
Yeah, he broke his jaw.
yeah. But how was the streaming quality?
It did fine. I don't
Okay.
remember any issues.
Then we might be okay.
Yeah, Netflix. I've watched some football games and stuff like that on their live. They've
Yeah.
actually improved their live stuff.
Okay.
That's
better now.
That's good.
Awesome.
I'm hyped though for the Mayweather thing. I don't care about people saying, "Hey, they're too old. This is this."
Well, I mean,
It's kind of okay.
No, you go ahead.
I was just saying, it's kind of like what I was saying earlier, and I know the bar, maybe this is a low bar. I'm just kind of like just hyped to see them just together again, boxing, and you know what I'm saying? Like, these are two GOATs. I know that they are aging and they're almost out, but like, you know what I'm saying?
But at the
to
same
see
time,
two GOATs in
they've both aged the same amount since
They
that
have,
time,
they have.
So.
But my thing is, if y'all didn't like the first fight and y'all felt that they underdelivered, then why are y'all
It's
hyped
still
for the
made-
second?
still
Why are
made-
y'all still hyped?
So people are
y'all
hyped.
thought the first fight sucked.
People are
Well, hold on, to
hype
be
about
fair-
this one because they was like, okay, since Mayweather's undefeated, maybe he's gonna get knocked out this time. Maybe.
But that's what they always been. That's his whole career, though.
Yeah,
too.
so like that's what's always been the hype of a Mayweather fight because everybody wants to show up. I mean, same thing that happened with Jake Paul. Everybody shows up because they're like, okay, this is the fight that he's gonna get knocked out. This is the fight that he's going to lose, and that's because Pacquiao's lost plenty of fights since he fought Mayweather, and so like Mayweather's still hasn't lost. So hopefully this is the fight that he loses or gets knocked out, and that's what people are banking on.
This is how
These
they'll
men
get
are
us.
in their 40s.
Real talk though, and again, this is the lesson I keep learning over and over again. I cannot do sports betting
Oh, hell no.
because every time if it's like the exact opposite of the result that I would have bet on, and I would have lost everything.
You know, I had a sports betting phase for about a week. David said you got until Friday to wrap this up because I wasn't going to be doing it much longer.
Well, here's the kicker, and this is why another reason why I don't recommend sports betting. If you keep winning too much, then they just ban you from the app.
Oh, I never won.
Yeah.
I was trash.
You were the exact target audience.
I was trash.
And so would I, because I would have
But
lost
now,
everything.
I'm glad you quit because now you can't write off on your betting losses anymore. You used to be able to write off 100%. Now you can only write off 90% of gambling losses.
I'm
I lost
surprised it's not lower.
$70.
I know, it was 70. I thought it was 20.
Oh, no, I
Damn.
put in more.
Okay, hey,
when
to
you weren't
answer your
looking.
question, though, I think that you said, why are we excited for it even though the last one wasn't good? I
The
think
last one was still all right.
No,
No, y'all said it was
Okay,
trash.
like
Y'all
I
said
said,
all they did was lay
a lot of
on
people are
top of each
disappointed.
other.
Yeah, a lot
all
of
they did
people
was
are
hug. Like,
I mean, because
So I think the reason people are hyped is because, and I know Tori is going to disagree with this, is that Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao like are still, I think to this day, like probably still in the top 5 as far as boxers. Like even now to this day, even though they're low-key retired, I still think they're still more popular in name than
Of course.
most people. I think like I know
Well, I
I
mean-
know Anthony Joshua is very popular, so is Deontay Wilder, but like Manny Pacquiao, Mayweather,
believe
these
the fights.
people like are household names for people who don't watch any boxing matches.
Of
Like,
course.
so that's what I'm saying is like they've reached past the athlete. I mean, the sports fan realm. So I think that's why Asia
It
to
is
me
still
they're still the mainstream boxing people, even though they're like basically on the way out.
no, I agree. I only know like 4 boxers, and like
And 2 of them.
and 2 of them are them. The other one is Mike Tyson and Jake Paul.
Okay,
Those are the only boxers I know.
That's
So
what I'm saying.
I see the mainstreamness of this and like the excitement because these are like the biggest names.
I keep telling y'all the people that I told y'all are mainstream.
which one are you talking
Who?
I told
I
y'all-
just told you I only knew 4.
I'm telling y'all mainstream.
about? Okay,
you
we're
got
having this conversation
and
now.
and they're in and they are in common every.
Javante Davis.
Who the fuck is that?
Yeah, Tori. We're
That's terrible.
Well, I
That's
think
terrible.
it-
You see, chat? Y'all hear that? He said, "Who the fuck is Javante Davis?"
How many of
we're
y'all know
talking
who
about- Are we, all right,
Jermaine
hold on, before we
Jackson
do that,
Davis
let's
is? Like,
define what mainstream is, because we had this debate.
All right.
Mainstream,
Chat.
mainstream is
Chat.
to me.
Chat, is Javante Davis mainstream?
Hold on, wait. Let's
We need to
define
find mainstream
because
first.
we might have different definitions. Mainstream to me is when majority of people who know you who don't even follow that thing. Like, for example, we know we know the deep cuts of anime and stuff like that. But I'm sure our parents have heard of.
y'all.
But our parents have heard of the Pokemons, Digimons, and
If you're
maybe
lucky
even
at Goku,
Dragon Ball
yeah.
and stuff.
I'm
but they
telling-
haven't heard
I'm
of
telling
probably
y'all.
a deep cut. Like,
Gervonta Davis, mainstream, right, Chad?
Tori, he's not.
He
I don't know why you
is.
think that. No, there are most.
Do you know who Gervonta Davis is?
I do, yes, but he's not a mainstream
He
name.
is a mainstream name.
No, he's not. There's no only boxers mainstream in the mainstream world. People don't even. First of all,
the only mainstream boxers y'all talk about are the ones that are retired. I'm telling y'all, mainstream right now. Mainstream right now.
I don't think.
Thank you.
You got one.
He's famous in the boxing world, but I'm talking about in the. If you don't follow sports, do you know?
People still know
the big
who
boxers.
Again,
I know it says you're wrong, David. I don't know.
hold on, David. Let me ask you this question: do you know who JDCR is?
No.
Who?
Exactly. He's like a top Tekken player.
Okay.
He's like one of the most famous Tekken players out there.
Yes.
But you would only know him if you're already in the scene and you keep up.
Thank
with
you.
the sport.
And that's what I'm saying. I think that, like, yes, I know that Gervonta is famous, but I'm
But is he
saying, like,
mainstream?
I'm talking
listen,
about, like, the average person knows. Like, your parents know them.
The other person I was telling them about is Shakur Stevenson. I told them.
Let me Google.
I
this
told them
dude.
he's mainstream, and they was like, nah.
I thought Tupac Shakur was dead.
Shakur Stevenson.
I've never seen this man a day in my life. If this man was walking down the street, I wouldn't know him. Sorry to this man.
I know it says I thought y'all meant in boxing. To clarify, we are talking about people know these people outside of the boxing fans. Of course, the box. If you watch boxing, then you better know Gervonta Davis and these people. I'm talking about, like, for example, Tori. There are some people who don't watch basketball games at all, but I promise you they know Steph Curry, LeBron James, and Kevin Durant. That is what I'm saying. But do they know Jordan Poole? Probably not. You know
Do
what I'm
they
saying?
know Westbrook?
Wait. What's the director doing playing basketball?
That's my whole point. So that's what I'm saying, Tori. It's like that, where it's like, yeah, if you follow basketball, then you know the deep cut name. But if you don't, then you only know the big names.
Orion says that Gervonta is mainstream.
Tori's right for once. Damn.
No.
Once is insane.
Listen, I'll give Tori this one. I'm okay with being wrong. Unlike Tori, I'm okay with being wrong, by the way, y'all. I don't need to die on hills.
Hold on. I've never seen that. Look, I got a picture right here. I've never seen this dude a day in my life.
He's Floyd Mayweather's, like, almost protege. I think.
But at the same time, it's like, yeah, that's cool. But at the same time, like, you know who Mayweather is. You don't know who his students are.
I don't think that. Okay, for example, Gervonta has. Okay, Tori, I'll ask you: has Gervonta reached the same heights as Mayweather at the same time in his career?
Who?
Gervonta Davis.
He's undefeated.
But that's his stats.
And
We're not talking about like his actual like
popularity.
He has.
So he's
all
right. So he has. So
Mayweather has most of his through controversy though, or flashing his money. Because at first he was Pretty Boy Floyd, and then he went to the flashy
Money Mayweather.
You know, throw his money out. Show like that's his gimmick. That's his thing.
So I have a question for you. Now I am not trying. I'm asking Floyd Tank Davis, your boy, your king. He has 400,000 followers, 460,000 followers on IG. Mayweather has 29 million, but you're saying that they're in the same category as popularity?
He's definitely.
Those are not. He only has a million followers. How is he mainstream without a million followers?
So you mean to tell me you have to have 1 million followers to be mainstream?
Actually, yes.
That's what you're telling me?
Yes, mainstream means popular. That's what we're talking about. Yeah. So yes,
I'm about to say, I probably heard the name Ryan Garcia more than I have this other dude.
I've heard that name before.
He lost to Tank Davis. He lost to.
That's not the factor.
To Gervonta Davis.
That's not the factor that we're even talking about.
Darren Awesome and I know are both saying, well, first, I know it says, is Mayweather mainstream in y'all opinion? If so, Davis ain't mainstream. And Darren says, I don't think he's as famous as Mayweather, but he is famous.
Yes, but
he's famous. But
he doesn't even have 500,000
Mayweather. I mean, but
on
he's
Instagram.
You said what?
He only have 500,000. He doesn't have 500,000. He doesn't have 500,000 on Instagram. But Tori's saying he's mainstream. It's like mainstream means that everybody knows you. That's all I'm saying. It's like people know you if you follow boxing, but nah, I can't say mainstream. But he's good though.
But David, he's undefeated though.
No, it's a great stat. I'm not saying he's a bad boxer or anything, but back to the Netflix
But
thing.
David,
like
he was trained by Mayweather.
And by the way, in Tori's defense, because Gervonta was originally going to do the Jake Paul fight.
Oh yeah, I think I heard about that.
He is up there, but I just don't know if he's mainstream.
See, I heard that.
Wait a minute. The fact that you are putting Jake Paul over Gervonta Davis is insane.
I mean,
He's mainstream.
Wait,
He's gonna
over?
be-
I'm saying in popularity, not in boxing status.
Of course not.
People
Yeah.
know Jake Paul.
People
We know
who
Jake Paul's a
Gervonta
fraud,
Davis
but he's
is.
popular because
He's been
he's a fraud.
boxing longer than Jake Paul.
I believe it.
I agree, but Jake Paul's surpassed a bunch of boxers in
Right.
popularity.
There's
That's
so
like-
many underground boxers that have been boxing more consistently than Jake Paul. But again, that's not the factor here. We're not talking about skill. We're not talking about their stats within solely the boxing world. We're talking about their popularity within mainstream culture. Stuff that you could walk down the street and you'd find some grandpa wearing a t-shirt of whoever, you know what I'm saying?
Almost like an A-list actor. Everybody knows.
Right.
If you're an A-list actor, that means that your name is known even if you don't follow their movies.
Like,
Everybody
Yeah.
you know who Tom Cruise is.
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
Denzel, but
Brad
you may
Pitt.
not know.
Y'all talking about? See, there's the thing. Y'all basing mainstream on people who've been here the longest.
No.
No, we're basing on who's popular.
Because Tom Cruise been around since before I was born. Of
We can
course,
name
he
new-
got
we can name
some
new people.
popularity.
Wait, we just talked about Jake Paul is mainstream.
yeah.
Jake Paul started on Disney Channel. Everybody knows
on
anybody
YouTube.
that's been on Disney Channel, YouTube, and he was on Disney Channel, but he got kicked off. Then he went to YouTube.
Just because you're on Disney Channel doesn't mean that you're going to become successful though,
Okay,
either.
okay.
Everybody
here's a
knows
relatively
people who've
different.
been on-
Okay, what's
Doesn't
his name?
mean you're gonna be
Michael B. Jordan.
mainstream.
Michael B. Jordan is a pretty recent mainstream star, all things considered. So that's like somebody that hasn't been in the game as long as like a Morgan Freeman or something, but has made like mainstream level success. So that's the kind of difference that we're talking about.
Alpha Yang Delete says mainstream doesn't mean skilled though.
Of course, that's the point that we're making. So yeah, you can talk about who's the most skilled
Timothy
boxer.
Chalamet, good example.
Great example.
Yeah.
I think with mainstream, it's like not really. It's almost like there's no argument. It's like, yeah, everybody knows Tom Cruise, everybody knows Denzel, everybody knows, you know.
Yeah, but you could probably find a better actor than Tom Cruise. No discredit to Tom Cruise. But again, that's not really the factor when it comes. Okay, here's a prime example. You've got let's say you've got somebody like Nas, who is a very famous rapper, very skilled rapper, but he's not as popular as somebody like a Drake, who is very obviously inferior in skill. So obviously Drake is your mainstream. You can go to a Target and hear Drake's songs in the loudspeaker, as I have before.
What song?
I don't give a fuck. I don't know what this dude, but I know it was Drake with that whack ass voice. But the point being, Drake is popular enough that people would put his music in a loudspeaker at a department store because they think that that's what general audiences want to hear. But they ain't playing Nasty Nas or nothing like that. They're not playing fucking, you know what I mean? There's a clear difference. So yes, popularity clearly does not mean skill. Kind of funny coming from you of all people, Dave, but the point remains.
I've been on that. What you mean? The shade. Asia.
All right, we've got about 10 minutes left. We can probably do maybe one or two more topics.
Let's go out with a bang.
Okay, any good ones y'all want to go through before I pick?
You can bet, or if y'all have one,
I mean, you got the list, so.
yeah, you got the list.
All right, I do. All right, there is a Venom animated film in development. Following the success of the Spider-Verse film, Sony is reportedly developing an R-rated Venom animated feature with Tom Hardy involved as a producer. The film is rumored to be directed by the duo behind Final Destination Bloodlines. How do we feel about an animated Venom movie?
How did y'all feel about Final Destination Bloodlines?
I don't like any of the Final Destinations.
I've never seen it.
Okay,
Final
so you haven't
Destination.
seen
They
it?
seem scary to me.
Okay.
Scary.
My bad. I asked
I'm
the wrong
chicken.
people. Tori's hating and y'all scared.
I'm
me.
chicken.
Final
My bad, my bad.
Destination is just corny to me.
It is.
Corny. To
I've
me.
seen some crazy
all of them.
stuff.
All of them are corny because in all those movies, everyone lacks situational awareness, and
Look, we know that Final Destination movies are just a deadly game of mousetrap. We know.
I don't know.
Well, half
For
the
me,
time-
it traumatizes me because I'm somebody who gets hurt really easily.
Just-
So I look at all these things that happen to them.
when I watch them, I've like desensitized myself to so much to scary movies.
Oh, you just
like,
laugh at it.
It like my logic brain just pops in, and like when certain things happen, because like you got a cup of water, it didn't even have no ice in it.
You forgetting the wind, Tori.
But the cup is sweating,
yes.
and then the sweat from that cup
Condensation.
the condensation from that cup made a pool of water on the floor. That's more water that's actually in the cup,
That's getting pushed by the wind.
headed towards an electrical cord that you have been taping since the beginning of time, and you don't see any of this water you just got this tall glass of water that's sweating and leaving a puddle. Like, what? Why is it there? You're not watering it. You ain't drinking.
So maybe the movies aren't scary. They make me just like wince and
they
like
make me think.
They make me feel like I'm in pain.
Like, who's doing this?
Wait, but I can understand them being scary for you. If you are clumsy already, you know that, then they are scary for you. Those are actual scary for you because these things, you remember your mind, if I'm not careful, and if David's not there, they could happen. You know what I'm saying?
Once dislocated my shoulder just like falling off of a stage. It's just
Asia is very clumsy, y'all.
Stages can be high.
Asia was bleeding profusely from I don't know how you hurt yourself on a shower gel cap. But
I was gushing blood. Like I dropped I don't know how I did it, but I opened
I think it was the cap. I think you closed the cap on a finger.
Did you just binge on B vitamins or something? Like, what the fuck y'all doing?
I don't know what it is with me, but like, so those movies do freak me out.
Asia, just be sure to close your windows. Don't leave your fans on. Be sure to make sure that your bottles of water ain't sweating and that they're sitting by the windowsill. That'll knock over the skateboard. That'll knock down the candlestick. That'll set fire to the string that's holding the door closed because the doorknob had broken 2 days before. That'll set off the chainsaw that's for some reason.
Wait a minute.
And you'll be fine.
You're laughing at me, but that shit could really happen to me.
Don't forget about those strong breezes that only push one thing.
Look, like Asia, all of this will be avoided if you just avoid the wind. The wind catches more bodies than anything in a Final Destination movie.
Y'all laughing at me.
All right, we have not talked about the Venom project.
Okay, yeah.
So Venom, so Venom, to me, if Tom Hardy's actually going to be behind it and stuff, my question is, why are they not just doing more this live action movies? It's kind of, I don't know if we've seen it before where you've done like 2-3 live action movies and then you're like, oh yeah, let's continue the franchise, but in animated form. So a little odd. I wonder if it's to save money. It's like, hey, we're not about to invest $100 million into another movie, but we might do 50-60 for an animated movie. Maybe. I don't know. But that's my thoughts. I'm kind of confused.
I kind of think this is something they can kind of put back on the shelf.
I mean, do we need
this?
No, I mean, I feel
can somebody just tell me what the first Venom movie was about? Can y'all even remember?
He got the symbiote.
They were just like fun movies. I don't think they were like.
What about Venom 2? What happened in that one?
He still had the symbiote.
He fought
and then Venom 3?
Oh, wait a minute. Carnage
still had the symbiote. And
Exactly.
Wait, there was 3 of them?
I'm pretty sure there was 3.
There was 3 actually. I've only seen the first.
I thought it was only 2.
Yep, there was 3.
Holy shit!
Oh, wait a minute.
So,
the third one.
So my theory is this: the third one, Ace, you can confirm this. I don't know how it did in the box office, but if it didn't do that well, then this could be a cheap way.
There's a 40% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay, so this could be their way to try to pivot, maybe, but I don't know.
They already rebooting the entire series, the entire.
Like the Sony
Spider-Man spinoff. They rebooting the entire world.
They kind of have to.
Aside from the Tom Holland.
They all were trash.
Because Craven did bad, Morbius did bad,
Madam
Web did bad.
I think that was
the last Venom did bad. So they was like, we just gonna clear the board and we gonna redo all of that. None of that exists anymore.
Slate says all 3 of those movies were buns. SMH. Shadow Brohan said it's really a comedy movie, and then Alpha Yang Delete says Sony sounding real phony.
And
Sony's
also
struggling to make a hit.
Very true.
With those movies.
Speaking of struggling to make a hit, Mace No Ken, the homie, is arrived saying Xbox is dead. Let it go. Praise God. You know what? I like the way you think, sir.
Hi, Derek. Thanks for joining.
So Sony is definitely taking an L there, but in an age, I'm not trying to. Do your thing. But like I know like on the animated side, they are doing pretty well though. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like go through the list of, and I think Asia you have probably a topic about GOAT on there or something where you can bring up the stat. But like I mean, they had the new movie come out, GOAT, that's doing really well in the box office.
The Steph Curry movie.
Steph Curry produced movie, K-pop Demon Hunters, and of course Spider-Man. So like they're kind of, I mean, they're low key. That's like almost like a Pixar level of run, right? I mean, when you think about the quality of that, right? I mean, back to back to back.
I mean, yeah.
So we got to put some respect on Sony Animation. I mean, who else is doing that?
Oh, it wasn't Sony. Wait, Sony Animation. They got rid of K-pop Demon Hunters, didn't they?
Well,
they gave it to Netflix, didn't they?
They didn't want it.
They didn't want it.
They didn't want it. They didn't think it was going to be
opportunity.
successful, so they sold it or they passed it on to Netflix.
But they had a banger. They just sold it to Netflix.
They could have. They had it. They gave them everything they needed. It was like, I don't think they didn't think it was going to be a market. They didn't think it was going to be any good, so they passed on it and let.
They didn't
Netflix
pass on it. They made it, and then they sold it to Netflix. So like they made money off of it still. I mean,
The Black Up says Sony needs to let Marvel have the characters and just stop. Shadow Brohan says, don't remind me of the Madam Web movie. It still pisses me off that they decided to do that instead of a multiplayer Spider game. Slaith says, why are we rebooting the Sony spin-off universe? If there is no Spider-Man in this new universe, I don't want it.
It's almost like making a Batman property without
Spider-Man's going to be there, but they're going to redo all his bad guys that have had movies.
is he going to be in it?
Probably.
When?
I mean, I don't know when. They just going to I just heard that they're redoing the bad guys.
I thought these were going to be movies like they did before where he's not in it. Like, you know, because
I don't. He might make an appearance, though.
Has he ever made an appearance?
Remember they hinted towards it.
I know, but he's never made one in all of the Morbius and all that stuff, right? He was never in Venom, right?
They kind of
did hint toward it in that one with the symbiote,
because he had to remember because he was on the TV screen and Venom lit the TV.
Look, we'll get Spider-Man in these movies when we get GTA 6 at this point. I'm just saying.
But they're pretty much rebooting all of them and it was like going a different direction. And hopefully Tom Holland has more bad guys to fight.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the Black Up says the Xbox hasn't been good since the 360. Let's stop lying. It's just, I like the way you think. You sound like a very intelligent gentleman. So, shout outs to you.
Are we watching the Venom animated series, Venom animated film if it drops?
No, I'll watch it.
No,
you're not gonna watch it.
I'm not really a big. Marvel. Not really a big. I mean. Yeah, but I'm not really a big Venom fan like that, honestly. I didn't care. I thought Venom was kind of goofy. Like, even in the Tom Hardy one, even like the character himself, like him yelling them. Like, was Venom, I don't know. Like, I just felt like he was just very goofy in the whole movie. The whole movie.
I mean, he was
the
more.
Only time they did Venom right was Spider-Man 3.
Stop it.
Bully Maguire. When he
was more of a killer in the comic books and all of that. But
first off, that wasn't even Venom.
But when
that was after he came in contact with the symbiote.
When he had the symbiote, but Venom is the other guy. But it's okay.
That was Venom. I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm playing.
I'm out of the loop, so I'm probably not going to see it. But hey, I've got Resident Evil, so I'll be fine. So you be good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Any other final thoughts on the?
Maybe not so much on that, but we do have something super cool to tell everybody.
We do. We hit. Are we ready?
Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
We hit 10,000 followers on Instagram on our Trap Team Clips page. So thank you to all of you who have watched our clips, liked, commented, joined in on the debates in the comments. We love y'all. Appreciate y'all. This is just, it was a page that we had for about a year.
Yeah.
It's been about a year with the Clips page. Yeah.
10,000 already. So thank you guys so much.
For real. Thank you guys for all your support on just any of our socials. Of course, for the Trapped Clips, as well as for our Trapped in Anime pages. We're going to keep trying to deliver. So be on the lookout. We ain't done yet. We got a lot more work to do, but we do it for y'all. So keep showing us love, and we're going to keep trying to deliver.
Absolutely.
And I'll post our @ for Instagram in the chat. So if you guys are not following us on Instagram, so you can see all the clips from all these streams and stuff like that, definitely do. Again, I'm posting links in the chat for everybody.
Tell your friends.
So you guys can check us out.
All right.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, listen, appreciate y'all coming through. Asia, is that it?
That is it. Thank you guys so much for coming through, chatting with us, hanging out with us for 3 hours, keeping us in with some great views, great viewers the whole time. You guys are the best.
Yeah.
All right, Tori, take us out.
Awesome.
Thank y'all for being here. Catch y'all on the next go around.
We'll be back.